Yes, guys, we're back. Big up every single one of you that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that shit. We're back after another day of annoying transfer news. We're going to discuss Axel Disasi. Are we getting money for him? No, we're getting a dry loan. Great. We're going to discuss all the other latest news as well. We've got stuff on Nkunku. We've got the latest on the Mathys Tel situation. And obviously, fucking nothing else other than that. But big up to every single one of you that's in here. Big up to Fuzzbrain. Big up to right-footed left back. Big up to Assad. What beef with Jimmy? Oh, so you're talking about the one from before, innit? But big up to you. Big up to Yash. Big up to Iron Technique. Big up to Mustafa. Big up to Violence. Big up to Musty. Big up to all you, man. Shout out to Ridwan. Shout out to The Undertaker. Big up to The Undertaker every single time. Where is it? There we are. Big up to Ents. Big up to Vic. Big up to Sean. Big up to every single one of you that's in here. Shout out to ATGI. Shout out to Breezy. Big up to Vic, Kevin, Andre. We are football. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Sean. Big up to Daniel. That's a new Fabrizio update. Did he drop that up? Did he drop that today? I didn't see that. Oh, it was a few minutes ago. It was literally while we were going live. Fucking hell, is he watching or something? All right, big up to say big up to Fabrizio. Let's read this first. During direct talks between Juve and Chelsea for Renato Vega, Chukwuemeka's name has also been discussed. Oh, scary. Okay. He's still one to watch for the final days of the window, with several clubs keen on signing Carney. Not really a lot to take from that, because it wouldn't be a loan. Do we even have any more available loan spots? It would have to be a permanent move. And Chukwuemeka, a player who's barely played in the last 2 seasons, and a player that we're looking for about 35 to 40 million for, I don't believe it's going to be anything permanent, because Juve will not pay what we're asking for. They won't. We have been in enough transfer sagas with Serie A clubs to know what we're dealing with. We know what we're dealing with. If this is anything, it's a loan. I doubt we're getting any money for him. You might get a little loan fee, a cheeky little 5 mil that we'll probably use on some other Brazilian that will be good in 10 years. So, yeah, cool. One to watch over the next week. We will keep watching, but if he's to go on loan anywhere, I don't think he'll go on loan to Juve. Again, can we even loan? Do we even have another loan spot? I think the maximum is like 8. I had the list up yesterday. Chelsea loans. I think it's 8 international loans that you can do. Hurry up. So, move, man. Why is there always fucking pop-ups everywhere? Out on loan. So we got Leslie, Andre Santos, Sterling, Petrovic, Broja, Kepa, Datro Fofana, Wiley, Gilchrist, Humphreys, and Penders. We have 11 loan players out already. I think we're allowed unlimited loans within England. But for Europe, you're down to about 8. So you have Andre Santos, Petrovic, Datro Fofana, Caleb Wiley, and Mike Penders. And Renato Vega, now you got to add him onto the list, so that's 6-2. Maybe I got the numbers wrong, or maybe we can add another one. If we can add another one, then that's going to be what happens with Carney. Carney will just go out on loan. Won't mean anything. Barely gets any minutes anyway, even in the Conference League, so don't even really weaken that squad either. I'm just really not fussed. But we're not going to get any monies for him in general. And he's on borrowed time at Chelsea as things stand anyway. So whatever, man. Whatever. You could try and get something for him. I wouldn't put money on it, but here we are. But yeah, shit, we got one more Fabrizio tweet just before we went live. Cool. Cool. Best of luck to you, Chukwuemeka. Man's on 100k a week, so yeah, you got no future here. And we're going to see how much profit we can make off you. Fine. Sanchez Bozo, I warned you, bro. I kind of gave up on the whole Sanchez redemption arc from October. It's just our manager and Big Ben Roberts don't want to believe in that either. Because he's his love child. They love each other. Second father. All of that fucking sad shit. Absolutely sad shit. But that wasn't the main topic of today's show. The main topic of today's show was this bomber that dropped while we were on Back Again. So, Axel Disasi has agreed on personal terms with Aston Villa. Disasi wants to join Villa despite interest from more clubs around Europe after direct talks with Emery. Crucial to get the green light. Deal now up to Chelsea and Villa to reach full agreement. Full agreement. Personal terms agreed. Wants to join Villa despite interest from other clubs. Fabrizio did a really good job of trying to dress this up as a permanent transfer. And actually raising our hopes, getting us gassed a little bit. Yo, we might be able to get some more money in quick. Maybe we could do the player-for-player deal. You take a player, we take a player. We tried to do that with Villa all the way throughout the summer. Maybe we're trying to do that again. Maybe we have a good shout of getting John Duran in. Maybe we do. But then Fabrice Hawkins dropped the spoiler and said, oh, you think it's a permanent? Ha ha. There ain't no permanent here. We ain't doing no permanent. What we are doing is just a dry loan. It's just a dry loan. Loan with no option to buy, guys. It's just a loan with an option to buy. So from one position where it looks like we're actually bringing in some money in that we could potentially use to strengthen other areas of the squad. No, it's just a dry loan, and we're just going to help a top 4 rival with their centre-back depth. And then just bring him back. All in the hope that he gets a bit more game time at a team that might suit him a bit more and raise his value a little bit. So we can then try and offload him in the summer. It don't matter if he actually goes in and has a positive impact at Villa. It doesn't matter if he actually helps them improve defensively and helps them climb up the table. What matters is, like, we're going to be able to raise his value a little bit and then we can sell him. Oh, great. Oh, for fucking great. Sensational work. They've got Tyrone Mings out injured. They've lost Diego Carlos. They don't have the same amount of centre-back depth. So, let's help you. Let's help you. Let's give him a little helping hand. Fucking hell. Wavy, I am being sarcastic. I should have been specific from the start. You have one fit centre, but well, buy him then. Buy him then. And take him off the books. Because that's the only way that would make sense. Yes, I said he shouldn't be playing in a Chelsea shirt because he don't suit us. Why am I going to send him to a top 4 rival that he suits, bro? Why? Oh, because he don't fit us, it's fine. We'll go send him off to a rival and hope he just doesn't do well there. No! Bigger picture. If this was like a team outside of England or some mid-table club, I don't give a shit. Whatever. Because they ain't going to be impacting us. Disasi does suit the Prem. Miss me with this BS narrative that because Disasi doesn't suit us, he's shit in the Prem. No. If he's to go to a team that plays defensively minded football with a deep block, he suits them. He suits them. He don't suit us. Just because he don't suit us don't mean he don't suit anybody else. Right, it's just agenda because Disasi's been shit for us. That's all it is. You think if he don't go to a team that's defensively minded and doesn't ask him to play high up and recover, that he's going to be a bum. He's not. Yeah, we'll see Disasi at Villa and we will talk again. We will talk again. And then you'll be here complaining about, oh, why did we send him there on a loan? At the very least, we get like, what, 4 million of a loan fee? Great. Great. EPL, Disasi in a deep block would be fine. Did we not? We all saw this when we went to City last season and we played a deep block. Disasi had his best game in a Chelsea shirt. Why? Because he suits that. He's a box defender. He is a fucking box defender. Just because he don't suit us does not mean that he don't suit anybody in the Prem. It's just bullshit. It's straight bullshit. The only way I would have like been fine with this if he is just off our books and done. If he's just off our books, fine. Fine. If these men are playing a high line, then I don't even know why they're in for him. But then he's going to stink there, and we're still not going to be able to get any more money for him than what he would already be worth at this point. So then it don't even help him. And then it don't even help us long term. So what is the damn point? What is the point? Loki as well kind of weakens the defense in terms of the Conference League squad too, because we're already losing Renato Vega. You've already got him gone for the rest of the season. Now you're going to lose Disasi as well. At the very least, you throw him in the Conference League. The guy's playing there. He's not really being as bummy over there, and he leaves with a medal. Whatever. Whatever. But this, to me, is just... Don't make any... This is pointless. If it ain't permanent, ain't a point. Really ain't a point. But the wheels are already in motion on this. So it's basically going to happen anyway. Fabrizio did the little tap-in afterwards. The negotiation between Disasi and Villa and Chelsea for Disasi is for a loan move with a loan fee. Yeah. Plus salary coverage. Disasi said yes to Aston Villa and he's not considering other options despite Italian and Premier League clubs linked. He wants Villa as exclusively revealed. Fabrizio is hella shameless, man. That is hilariously shameless. He wants Villa as exclusively revealed. Great. You also tried to dress up your previous tweet to sound as much as a permanent transfer as possible. Personal terms. What personal terms do you have to agree for a dry loan? The only terms that you have to agree on is who pays the percentage of wages. That's just it. That's just it. Do you pay the majority? Do we pay the majority? Is it 50-50? Is it 50-50? So this is probably going to end up happening anyway. And I also think Villa are looking at 1/4. So they're also looking for another centre-back on top. That might be a permanent move for them too. Here we are, mate. Is what it is. What's the rest of the super chat saying? Big up to you, man. What player would you take for your striker position, in your opinion? And thank you for beating Wolves. Idiots. Big up, man. Black country is yours and all of that. But what player would I take for the striker situation? Osimhen, Gyökeres, Duran, Delap if it was now, but it's not going to be now because we're not even going to go and get a striker now. So whatever. Apparently, Maresca's been really pushing for a centre-back, a striker over the last couple of days. So we'll see what materializes. We'll see what materializes. Probably going to be someone on a loan. I bet it'd be Evan Ferguson or something, but we'll see. We will see. Oh, you're getting him on a permanent. Man's really... Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know if that means Disasi's joining to be debt for you guys or not, but if it ain't permanent, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Big up to Blues Enthusiast, saying when Fab said we'll be busy this week, he meant Disasi on loan with no option. That didn't mean nothing to me anyway, because all I thought it was going to be was just, oh, we're going to keep pushing for Garnacho. We're going to keep pushing for Garnacho. Drag that as close to deadline day as possible and hope United panic. And we get him on the cheap. The cheap being it's not 60 million, it might be 55. It might be 50 plus 5. Here we are. Here we are. Shout out to you, Blues enthusiast. Big up to Bat. Big up my guy saying, bro, feeling helpless sitting in my country and looking at the state of our club. Can't you guys in London do a protest if this shit continues? I don't want us to go the Arsenal route and be shit for years. Neither do I. But I don't think you're going to get a serious protest unless we don't make the top 4. It'll have to be in reaction to that. And if we don't get top 4, these men need to fuck off. They need to fuck off already, but the failure, the actual point of failure when we don't get top 4 has to be the final nail in the coffin. It has to be. But here we are. Loan fee. I had so much hope when I first read this that this would have been player for player. You might be willing you might be able to get John Duran out of nowhere. Fair fucking play. Fair fucking play. No. Nah, dry loan. Dry loan. Brilliant. Brilliant. Fucking garbage. Yeah, Clear Lake can't go anywhere. That's why I always keep saying Clear Lake out is just straight pointless. You can't get rid of Clear Lake. But you can be sporting directors out and you can put as much pressure as you can on the owners to pattern up. Pattern up. It has to be sporting directors out. It's the only thing that makes sense and isn't just a straight waste of energy. Because I'll be so real, like, Clear Lake out, I would hear it if there was even an option to do it. They can't go. They can't. So what is the point of screaming for something that ain't going to change for another 8 years? It's not. Yeah, I still think we can get top 4. This team's always been capable of it. A lot of the things we can do is in-house. Recall a midfielder and drop that idiot goalkeeper. Those are 2 things you've done within yourself. The only thing you genuinely have to go out and do is, like, get some striker depth. It's the only thing you have to do. The rest is all in-house. That's what's so frustrating. That's the most annoying part of all of this. They fucking kill you to bring in Ugo Chukwu. Big up Max tweet. What's the Max tweet? I said pies on the burner. Right. Enzo Maresca had a meeting yesterday with the board where they discussed the window and recent results. He's mentioned striker again, at least the 3rd time now internally, and thinks we lack a profile in the number 6 position. Of course Maresca can see it. Of course Maresca can see it. It's up to Clear Lake and the sporting directors to pull their finger out their ass. Ugh. You have got literally a week before our next game. Act. We play on deadline day. And when we get to deadline day, we realistically should just be thinking about the squad that we have, not hoping that we can get something in quickly but after the end of the game. Cuenca, I don't even need him to ask for a goalkeeper. Just start Jorgensen. Just start Jorgensen. Abdias, who said we're bidding 50 million for Duran? Who said we're bidding 50 for Duran? All right, I just typed in 50 Duran. Remind me never to do that again. The amount of fucking porn that just pulled up on my timeline. Oh my goodness. Right, yeah, I'm not doing that again. Fucking hell. Scroll Max tweet. Scroll through the Max tweet. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, tag me. Oh, no, there's a second one. Several sources also believe his backing of players publicly is not what's really going on with his views behind the scenes. So you're saying one thing in the press room and something else in the back room. I hear that. Yeah, you man in the chat, don't type in 50 Duran. Don't type in 50 Duran. Trust me on this. Friend to friend. Community to community. Oh, brother. But yeah, several sources also believe his backing of players publicly is not what's really going on with his views behind the scenes. Fine. At least he's not completely chatting out of his ass. Lucky 29 Luke. Who the hell is this? Mo Vic, you guys chose to type that in, innit? That's on you. I warned you all. Don't say I didn't warn you lot. Literally typed in 50 Duran. I saw some guy just getting bummed. Here we are. Twitter's a fucking mess. This is why I'm trying to be very careful when I go on Twitter while I'm live. Because fucking hell, you never know what pops up nowadays. It's crazy. Yeah, it's all mad. I'm not a Chelsea fan, so I have no skin in this, but the Blues are going to be bidding over 50 million for John Duran this evening. That's 100% confirmed. Okay. You know what? Go do it, innit? Go do it. Go do it then. But okay, cool. Even with the views behind the scenes, then is that meant to be just an indirect that he doesn't want to play the goalkeeper? Because even then, if I really want to think that, he does so much defending for him in the press conferences. Like, it gets to a point where you don't even need to say no comment or just be like, you still expect more or stuff like that. When I saw a comment that he said like Robert Sanchez is still very, very, very far away from what he wants from him, I was thinking, yo, fucking hell, about time. Stop lying to us. Like, sheesh. Yeah, West Ham did get 57 million rejected, actually. So yeah, if we drop 50 million, I know we're not serious. I know we aren't serious. Big up to Mitchy Boy saying, big up, bro. Maybe we can beat our record of one fan and his dog at the protest. Up the Chelsea. I hear that. But if we aren't to get top 4 for another season, I'm sure more people will be on it. Because when it gets to third season, it is just clearly on Clear Lake. And it's just nothing else. It's just that. So I think you'd get more people involved. Like, I'd actually pull up. The fact that man were doing a protest because we got rid of Poch, I'm like, yeah, I ain't turning up to that shit. Run you lot. You're on your own. You are on your own. But yeah, big up to you, Mitchy boy. Always great to see you on here. Mo, swear down. You're kidding me. Where did you find that out? Chelsea fan accountability. Oh my goodness. No, it's that Luke. It's him. Oh, I ain't taking this brother seriously. Oh my, fuck off. This guy. This fan base, bruv. This fan base is ridiculous. Wow. Okay. Yeah, well, whatever, man. I ain't taking that shit seriously anyway. But yeah, big up to you, bro. Big up to Pacharo. My G. Saying, what's Sanchez doing in practice that he's starting? If he's looking like a beast in practice, why can't he do that in the actual game? If that's the reason. That's not the reason. Ben Roberts and Win Stanley. The Brighton boys. They're the reason. The love child. The love child. The second father of Robert Sanchez. You know Robert cried when he heard Ben Roberts was joining Chelsea. You know Ben Roberts cried when Robert Sanchez was in the Euro 2020 squad for Spain. What a lovely story. What a rags to riches story. They made it all the way from Brighton to Chelsea together. Fucking bitch, mate. That's what this shit is. I don't care what they're doing in training. Ultimately, if you can't connect what you're doing in training to on the football pitch, that's a you problem. That is a you problem, mate. Fucking joke. Big up to TM, saying the crazy part is Lewis recalling Santos and Petrovic would be so easy for us to improve. Oh, Sam, it is him. Oh, brother. It would be so easy for us to improve our squad automatically, yet these sporting directors are cowards. It's not even just that, it's because, we got to help Strasbourg and everything. I keep saying I'm never going to care about Strasbourg. Maybe they actually have to care a little bit more. But fuck that. Ugo Chukwu and Jorgensen. I don't even need you to go into Strasbourg. I don't even need you to do that. Get Leslie in and get Jorgensen some starts. Done. Done, finished, done. And then you can still leave Strasbourg alone. And everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. That's just it. That's just it. And brother, don't tell me to stop shouting on my own channel. Like, lower your volume. Lower your volume, or it is what it is. It is what it is. We're loud here. You think I'm loud? Wait till Jimmy pulls up in a few minutes, and you'll see loud. You will see loud. It is what it is. And Jorgensen is not average. Man got the highest save percentage in the Liga just to be called average. Yeah, sure. And if he is average, we're going to look at Clearlake for buying another bummy goalkeeper. But you know what? Give him the 5 starts in a row to prove people right or prove people wrong. Simple as. Because Sanchez can get half the season to be a fucking bum. He can get half the season to do that shit. Fucking joke, man. Why weren't you this loud on the DR Sports watch-alongs of the Euros? Number one, I didn't give a shit about random games like Sweden versus insert name here. Number two, I don't bun before streams anymore. Two different things. Two different things. Anyway, I'm surprised you even remember that, to be honest. But hey. It is what it is. Give Jorgensen a run of games. Sanchez can be a bum for half the season. Jorgensen can go and be whatever for 5 games. He can be whatever. Who gives a shit? Big up to Kool-Aid Man, saying, why is Bowley not in the FBI intro? Minority shareholder, innit? Put the focus on Clearlake. Put the focus on Igbali, Win Stanley, and Stewart. They are the majority shareholders. And if there's space for anyone, there's space for Ben Roberts. There's space for him. Big up, my G. Big up, bro. Yeah, I'll be so real, man. Just put me on some games of some teams I actually care about, or some teams with Chelsea players. No, Emmanuel, I'll come down in a sec. The super chat was before. Big up to Bat saying we have to at least have chance against sporting directors, at least if we don't reach the target of top 4. How can the fan base become so soft after Roman? Because the atmosphere is just dead in general. You want these men to get up to chant against the sporting directors? We can barely get up to chant for our own team. City away was such a dead atmosphere. Like, I really just deeped it. Our match-going fan base might be a bit washed. We might be washed. Because yeesh. This is the same fan base that did nothing but twiddle their thumbs until March. So, hey, I'm not surprised with that. And then we'll just chant for Todd Boehly, the minority shareholder. Okay. That's going to change. That's going to change a lot, innit? That's going to change a fucking lot. I know we've been in the mud, but bro, I went to every game when we finished 12th and I was still chanting for the team every day. Maybe I wouldn't be chanting for individuals as much, but I'd be chanting for the fucking club. Like, the atmosphere's just been dead. Although I will say, the way we handle our tickets also plays a part in that too. Because now we're just turning a lot more of standard seating into hospitality seating. And that in turn is impacting the atmosphere. Part of West Lower is now a hospitality package. The whole of West Upper is a hospitality package. Half, if not all, of East Upper is a hospitality package. East Lower is a family stand. All you have is half of the Shed and Matthew Harding now. You don't even have the upper and lower tiers of the West and East stand to deal with anymore. Because we don't make as much money with it being a 40k stadium, we have to turn as much of that into hospitality seating as possible. And now it impacts the atmosphere. So that's what it is. That's what it's come down to now. So that's also a big reason why the atmosphere's got worse too. Just lack of income. Roman wouldn't have cared because, like, Roman ain't looking for profit like that. But Clear Lake ain't Roman. They are going to look for profit. Can't even really be too annoyed with them for that because that's just what owners do. We were very lucky with Roman Abramovich because man was just in there for the love of the club. More time the owners are there either for love but also to make money. And they got to make their money. So now we're hiking up the prices left, right, and center. So, yeah. All in all, I think that explains the atmosphere situation as well as possible. I think that's the best way for it. 900 for an East Lower hospitality. Huh? Lower? I thought that's only family stands. Did you get that from Chelsea officially? Let me know, Joseph. You get that from Chelsea officially. How the fuck was East Lower 900? In what world? Oh no. You got the seats behind the benches, didn't you? You got the seat behind the benches. Of Champions Travel. Who's Champions Travel? Football tickets and hospitality tickets for the... Oh, so it's a third-party site. I'm guessing they work with Chelsea. Fucking hell, 900. Were you on the seats behind the dugout or just some normal East Lower seats? Let me know. Because I'm intrigued by that. How the fuck are they selling it at that price? Bet the game wasn't even good. Let me have a look at this. So Chelsea versus Southampton. Let's do like the lowest tier game. 202 euros to sit in the East stand. In the middle tier. The hospitality section is just meant to be the middle of West and East Upper. But now it's like East Upper as well. I'm guessing part of East Lower. West Lower and all of East Upper. Package deal in the middle of the row. Seen that for Chelsea Southampton at 202 quid. Oh, brother. Fucking hell, man. 202 quid, you know. Wow. Yeah, Joseph, let me know what game you went to as well. Let me know what game you went to. I went off on a complete tangent there. What was the next super chat? The backhand I want to deliver to Maresca. The sporting directors, for me, they can get that backhand first. They can get that first. What's this Pies tweet? It's a Pies tweet just dropped. Crystal Palace could face competition from the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, and Brighton for left wing back El Hadj Malik Diouf. Another El Hadj Diouf. Slavia Prague president on the weekends. Chelsea United. Okay, you know what? You might have got a good game out of that. Fair enough. 900 quid though. Fucking hell. If Liverpool and Chelsea were also interested in coming with an offer of around 17, 18 million, I would have hesitated to approach it differently from the perspective of promoting. Oh, what a load of waffle. Who is El Hadj Malik Diouf? 20-year-old defender. Just fuck off, man. Just fuck off. Oh, he needs one for the sand. All right, yeah, whatever, man. Go for it. Go for it. Do you think Tottenham will be relegated this season? They are on the way. Honestly, no. Honestly, no. Free drink, food, and that includes a flight. You know what? Yeah, you might have done pretty well for that. For the game as well, you might have done pretty well for that. Good comeback. Do you think Tottenham will be relegated this season? No. No. They'll get close. But nah, I don't see them going down. There's too many teams that are just straight up worse than them. And I'll include Leicester, even though they can't beat Leicester. I'll still include them. So, unfortunately not. As funny as it would be. Big up to Bertram. I actually ain't seen you in here in a while. I hope you're well, my friend. I hope you're well. I saw this recruitment team BS a year ago, but people abused me. 4-window project. Needing 5 more players after a 1.5 billion spent. Mismanagement of talent. Yep. This season has been a complete eye-opener. Now, last season, I still maintain that their biggest problem was that idiot manager they brought in because we could have got top 4 and we could have got a trophy. That will not be rewritten. But what we've seen in the last 2 windows has been some insane level of sabotage. Buying in all these players to try and sell them 6 months after. Politics getting in the way of individuals starting or being dropped. The areas of the squad that we still need to strengthen after the 1.5 billion spent. It's been poor. And this season, I said from the start of the campaign, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide for these sporting directors, and you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. So, hey, fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you. These men have just basically been proving you right. Basically been proving you right, man. But big up Bertram. Like, me and you, we've had some disagreements, but like, it's always been respectful. That's why there's never been any bad energy. Big up to you, man. And you're always welcome on the channel anyway. You're always welcome on. So yeah, big up to you, brother. Big up to you still. There was some other news as well. There's some other great news for us to get into. I just need to go back into my bookmarks first. Yeah, I have seen that signing as well. I didn't know she's Ethiopian, is she? Swear down, she got Ethiopian roots. Blood clot. Yeah, she does. Oh, yeah, middle name's Hailey, of course. Of course. Swear, I finally got representation. Some good news. Let's go. Right, yeah, we're locking into some more women's games. We're locking into some more women's games. Let's fucking have it. I said I finally have representation at the fucking Chelsea. Because we're not going to get Isak. Beautiful, beautiful. Time to relentlessly stan and all of that shit. Let's go. Yeah, yo, Icky, it's the same shit every year. I just start diverting more into the women's team because, like, you know what? You remind me more of the Chelsea I know. I've been doing that since 2018, innit? Biggest signing in women's Super League history. Yeah, damn right, bruv. East African Queen. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. Up the Chelsea. Up the damn Chelsea. Now, let me go find this news I wanted to drop. We got an Ethiopian at the Chelsea, man. I've been waiting for times like this for fucking years, man. For years. I was ready to just claim Isak if we ever managed to get him to the Chelsea. You still can, by the way. You still can. I'll find 150 million somewhere. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. So, another part of our very busy week was to try chat up the girl who doesn't want to join us. Speaking of women. You guys ever got that mate who keeps trying to move to a girl that clearly ain't interested in them? This is it. This is literally it. So I'm like, look, she don't want you. She don't want you. She ain't trying to go on no date. She ain't trying to free it up for you. She don't even want you to keep messaging her. Stop messaging her. But aye, here we are. Here we are. Tel currently not interested in a move to Chelsea as he doesn't see it as the ideal destination for his development. Tel still loves Bayern but wants to be shown a clear plan. The club will have to follow up their promises with actions in order to keep him. A meeting between the players' camp and the people in charge at Bayern is planned for this week. So another meeting, wants to be shown a clear plan for his development, but also ideally wants to succeed at Bayern Munich. The same shit that we've known a couple weeks ago. Now it would be very easy to do the whole, oh, why would he want to join a mess like this? Why would he want to join this washed institution? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because it's not a that thing for me. What I think it is he's just not guaranteed to start here. So what's the difference? You're struggling to get minutes at Bayern. You're going to go to Chelsea where you're not guaranteed to get minutes anyway. What's the point? What's the point for him? Plus, like, you got a chance of winning the Bundesliga and the Champions League over at Bayern anyway. Something that we can't really offer right now. So it's not a, oh, why would he join this absolutely disgusting mess, Chelsea Football Club? It's not that. It's just, you're not starting. You're basically going bench to bench. So, whatever. Whatever. Like, you stay at Bayern. I understand that. Just can we just dead this whole saga, please? Can we just leave it? Just dead this saga. Tel don't want to join us. Move. Keep it moving. I said Bundesliga versus Bundesliga. That is such a dad joke. But it's actually a pretty smart one. Fair play to you. Yeah, look, maybe in time he'd be able to bench Jackson, but it wouldn't be immediate. And if he was to leave, I'm sure he'd want to leave somewhere where he has guarantees. So it's just not going to happen. Lewis, my bro, see my last message, please, says Samuel. What's your last message? What do you think of Cliver in Bournemouth? I think he'd be a good addition to Chelsea. He's been good recently. But, like, I don't know. It feels a bit too flavor of the month for me. Feels a bit too flavor of the month for me. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a bit more research, watch him a few more times. Look into a few more Bournemouth games in general. I think they got a decent game coming up, to be honest. Or am I bugging? Yeah, Liverpool on Saturday. Yeah, cool. I'll look into that. But yeah, feels a bit more flavor of the month for me still. But big up to you, man. Big up to you. And in terms of Tel, we know what it is. Just leave it there, I beg. Also, Wolves are also looking at Disasi. Ben Jacobs dropped that too, but it's like he's already committed to Aston Villa from the sounds of things, so that's not going to lead to anything anyway. But that option is also there. Also, a few other English / European clubs too. So yeah, great. Pletigol also added some Christopher Nkunku news. Oh, you were the West Stand. You see, now it makes more sense. West Stand's usually that price. That makes a lot more sense. Carney Juve is just whatever. You're probably going to ask for a loan with an option to buy, and it's not going to matter for us at all. Chelsea and United remain in contact regarding a transfer of Nkunku until deadline day. It's because the departure of Garnacho still remains a possible scenario. Nkunku is open to a move, so he's interested in joining United as well. A deal with Bayern is also possible, but it depends on Tel, so he is not going to Bayern. He is not going to Bayern then. It's either Manchester United or just look, enjoy the Conference League and the Club World Cup, and we'll say farewell in the summer. Even though, like, that's another thing as well. Like, we got the whole Club World Cup coming up, and we're just going to drop off some more depth. Hey, here we are. Whatever. Yeah, Namaya, I can't be asked for Nkunku to United with Garnacho going the other way. Like, don't know how that helps us. If we get Alejandro Garnacho as the deadline day bid, you lot better hope and pray that this is like one of the most shrewd businesses we have ever done. Because you're going to lose so much of whatever support you have left if he comes through and he does the same shit that he's been doing at Man United. Whatever remaining support you have left, just dropping like flies. Because fuck that. Fuck all of that. No Garnacho bid. Ornstein already hinted at what the plan is for Garnacho. I brought it up yesterday, but I'll bring it up again for you. Where is it? Yeah, so there has been inquiries from Chelsea. Oh, I'd expect, but we don't know if it's going to materialize. I would expect it to go down pretty late in the window, and there could be some last-minute deadline activity. So, we're trying to do what we did with Sancho. Push it to deadline day. Wait for United to be a little bit more panicky about the situation and see if you can get a bit of a cheaper transfer than what you would get right now. So, expect the Garnacho situation to go quiet over the next few days. And expect it to wake right back up once we get closer to deadline day. So, yeah. Plus, I think United have got 2 games in between that too that they can just try and rinse him out for. Yeah, they're facing FCSB. Who the fuck is that? Oh, Steaua Bucharest. Oh, shit, we played them in 12-13. I remember that game. We smoked them like 3-1 at home or something. And Crystal Palace on the Sunday. CFC Daily tweet. I know, that actually suits them to a T. I won't even front. Because, like, fucking Brentford are basically Denmark FC. So I ain't even shocked. I ain't even shocked like that. Yeah, big up the East African queen. I just found out she was Ethiopian today. So, yo, I got some representation. I was going to keep a close eye on her. I hope she cooks. Brentford, though, you know what? You're better than that. You're better than that. Come back to the Chelsea, mate. Come back to the Chelsea. We need an experienced centre-back. We need an experienced centre-back. You fit the bill, mate. So you've been here for the old regime too. So you still have the standards of it. Considering a move for Christensen, as Thomas Frank looks at whether he can improve his defensive options this January. Camp Nou hierarchy wants to make outgoings. Wants to fight for his place. Intent on reclaiming his place. Barca's financial situation mean clubs are willing to test whether a deal is possible. Brentford are open, would take considerable persuasion for AC to drop from a UCL level. This is where Frank could be influential given his Danish links. And he's had success for a bunch of his international teammates. Okay, so it's a little bit of a think piece. But I actually get where the thought process is from. I actually get that. Hey! This would be the experienced centre-back we should be looking for. Just going to put a tweet out. Here we are. Hey, with age comes experience and that captain mentality, mate. It's been that Barca and Chelsea. He'd have standards. He'd have the standards. Was there any other news? I don't think there was. Nah. Yeah, he's only had one start for them this season because of the injuries. He's just had the one start. And yeah, I saw that. That is a brilliant meme to drop. Shout out to CB, man. Shout out to him. I said Maresca out. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. That is insane. I get the criticism, but how could we Maresca out when we were talking title race like 2 months ago? That don't make any sense. Big up to CB in it, but I don't understand. Nah, Dave, CB's in Dubai, in it, so it's been difficult to schedule something, but I'm going to see if I can get Goonie on the channel on... When did he say he was about? When did he say he was about? Yeah, Thursday. I'm going to try to get him on Thursday. Forgot to message him back. What time is good for you? Thursday's actually calm by me. There's no... Well, there's European football at the end. Calm. Yeah, I know Goonies on with Johnny. I don't care. I can't police who people talk to. And I've never want to anyway. I am not nowhere near that controlling. I don't care. Like, yeah, you do that. Goonies still bro. Every single time. Oh, if you talk to minerals, you can't talk to me. No, fuck that. That is the definition of petty. I am not that guy. I am petty for a bunch of different things, but not like, oh, you spoke to him. I don't like that. Nah. Big up to Goonie every single damn time. Big up to him. And no, we're not bringing him on the channel. We are not. He wouldn't like to be on here anyway because it's not an echo chamber like his network. So, hey, that's also why he won't go on Alex Goldberg's channel or something neutral. I'll do it on my channel where I have the control. No, whatever, man. Whatever. Right, I'm going to send this link out. See if anyone's about. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in, though. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that shit. We'll see what everyone's saying. See what everyone is saying. Up the Chelsea. Am I missing anyone? Actually, so much more people send a link to now. This community is insane. Big up to every single one of you. Big up to all you, man. Fatter, you know, number one, he would have to want to hop on the channel anyway. What are you going to do? Put a gun in front of him or something? That's not going to happen, bro. We're an echo chamber. Come on, man. We are the echo chamber. Bought out and all that bollocks. Same for years, man. I wish they sent me some brown envelopes. Get the bag up. Get the bag up. Or just conspiracy bullshit. Nearly done. No, things on the fucking blink again. Ain't that fucking brilliant? Fucking bullshit. Nearly done, guys. Nearly done. All right, 5, 4. Top. And we are done. Finally. Oh no, wait, one more. Boom. And now we're done. Perfect. Yes, my guys. Big up every single one of you.
Big up.
Big up, my guys. So,
What's happening?
Disasi loan.
Great.
Is he going Villa, is he?
Yeah,
loan,
the
yeah.
dry loan.
You know
Nothing
what?
permanent.
Yeah.
I
You know
got so
what?
gassed and then I saw it was a dry loan.
Same here, Scott.
Can't
Same
lie.
here.
I would rather get him up on a sold though, but I don't think
Same.
it's happening.
We'll take what we can. Yeah.
We're getting
I was
nothing
just
in
The thing
return.
is,
Well,
the
to
thing
get
is,
rid of him, of course.
loaning him could be like could make sense. Like if we
He's,
say
he's
bring
finally
some
leaving the
backup in
Mandan
it.
FC.
It don't make any sense. Like,
No.
they've got.
I say that if loaning him could make sense if we're loaning some if we're getting some proper reinforcement in.
But we're not.
And
But
that's
we're
it.
not.
But if we're not, yeah, that's the thing.
It's just
The thing
less
is-
centre back depth as well,
Yeah.
less defensive depth in the Conference League.
The only positive about this is Achimpong gets more minutes. That's the only positive.
Ideally, yeah.
Or maybe even Anselmino might get the odd minute.
Oh, fuck him. I don't care. He still needs a loan, but like, fuck.
The thing is, loaning him like would work only works if we have a proper squad depth though. Unfortunately, we don't have.
Nope.
Loaning him would make sense if it was just out of the country and not to a top 4 rival.
I don't even necessarily
Yeah.
care about that. Like, that's not great, but I don't necessarily care if we were getting something out of it. Like there was an option or an obligation, or we were getting something from Villa in return. Like, it's just.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was
did
really
Fata say
thinking
that
Duran
Minerals
might
was
be
coming
involved
on
in
here?
it, but it's not.
Did that Fata say Minerals was coming on here?
No, he wanted Minerals to
This is a
join.
fucking idiot.
He's also a gooner
you
as
know
well.
what? I think that would
Makes
be
sense.
a really good conversation, actually. Minerals and Klasrev. I think that would really hit off, actually.
No, Klasrev's too smart for conversations like that.
Nah, mate, I'd rather listen to fucking Johnny Minerals is 10 times smarter than Klasrev, mate.
No, man, give
Is that saying
Klasrev
much?
some fair juice, man.
Bro, it's
Klasrev's
two
thick
morons.
as shit, man.
Is that saying much?
It's two hobos fighting over at the last penny. Like, it's
I'll back Klasrev.
both as thick as each other.
Oh, fucking Duran.
I'd bet my life that Klasrev's a virgin, man.
You'd have to ask him, bro.
Okay.
Oh, up front, you'd have
I
to
couldn't
ask
get
him.
it, to be honest.
Hey, he'll be like a traffic management operative, mate, and divert that question, mate.
Oh, what? Oh,
TMO,
brother.
like the geezers who fucking put out traffic signs and portable traffic lights and that.
Oh, shit, yeah, I hear you.
Hmm.
I hear you. That's literally been all that we've had and was the start of meant to be a very big week for us. We're going to send Disasi on loan, and he might go and help Villa out because they'd have no centre-back depth. Or we can just go and get rejected by Tel because we don't know what no means. don't know what
No means no people. Did you see? I think I saw someone posted a tweet where it's like a comparison. Like 2 or 3 days before the window opened, it was Chelsea have no plans. Don't like it's a quiet window or something from Fabrizio. And then literally yesterday there was Chelsea plan to be busy in the last week.
Yeah, because to me that was just some fat briefing.
Right? It's all that's all this fucking club do is PR and briefings, and I'm so sick of it. I'm so fucking sick of it.
I want to.
They really took the transfer dopamine stuff seriously.
Afternoon, lads. Always there.
No, big up, Abs, man. Hope you're well.
Oh, did you know? Did you know we're linked about 10 players in this window?
Linked with about 10 players. What do you mean?
More than 10
That's a
players.
bit mad.
More than 10. More than 10.
That's mad. I can't even know that the Disasi thing is jarring because, well, it's a bittersweet because I don't really want to see that guy kick ball for us, but at the same time, not getting rid of him on a permanent deal is also a bit of a silly move, to say the least.
Yeah, because my thing is more that Villa look like they're dying out here for centre backs. Instead of just not helping them and hoping they rot in the top 4 race, we're like, no, here you go. Here you go.
I mean,
It's Disasi at the same time, so
you say helping, but Disasi's not going to help them.
He might help.
We
them.
should just sell him. I don't agree with the loan. We should just sell him.
The thing is, he might help them. That's not the issue. It's like
because LeBron
Big up,
says
Rodrigo.
Big up, Luis.
it's the last one there.
No,
Bro,
your
the
pot-
issue isn't about. Right, big up. No, what was it? The issue isn't about centre back depth. That's not the problem. We've got enough depth at centre back. The issue is about strengthening another, or potentially strengthening another team who are after the same thing that we're after. And it's not exactly like we're getting anything in return for him because it's a dry loan. We're not selling him. Do you get it? So,
yeah.
Have you
That
seen the
makes
news of
sense.
what Roman said? Well, apparently what Roman said anyway.
Yeah, about how he felt he was still done dirt. He was done dirty and like he misses Chelsea and all of that. It's nothing I didn't really expect when I heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, wait, what happened? What's this?
So John
it
Obi
says,
Mikel on his pod. Do you have the
yeah.
words? Do you have the quotes?
Yeah, it says Abramovich is not happy with how things are going at Chelsea. Mikel, I've spoken to some people close to Roman. He said he's not happy and he's still really angry of what happened and that he had to sell. He's not happy at all since he lost his baby.
Don't blame him. I lost 3 billion and the club that he loves. Don't blame him at all.
Yep. I agree.
Just sad.
Roman,
Sad
listen,
situation.
the way they did Roman. Do you know what's so funny? Have you guys been seeing the whole thing that's
We
been going
want
on?
our Roman back. We want our Roman back.
No, but,
again,
have you been seeing what's been happening on the TL with the whole Clear Lake guys versus the Roman, but not even the Roman guys versus the Standard FC lot? You know, basically people saying that, listen, Roman was the perfect owner, whatever, and then these guys saying, listen, Roman's the reason why we're in this mess. So another one's cool. It's another one was killing beef.
See,
Big up Rodrigo, man.
See, here's the thing, right? Obviously, there was things that went wrong in terms of the Roman era that had us stagnating over the last decade. We all know that. But here's my thing: we can address all of that. Clear Lake have been here for 3 years and they've spent over $1 billion. Like it does come to some point where it's like, I hear that that's a reason why we had to rip up the whole squad and rebuild it. You have had 3 years to rebuild that whole squad. You've spent over $1.5 billion. Why do we still need to address about 4 areas of it?
We've done like 2 or 3 rebuilds.
Was being generous, by the way. But this is my thing, though, isn't it? My issue is that I completely understand people who criticized the last regime and their failures towards the end, especially after, I wouldn't even say from when we won the league, from let's say 2015 onwards. I think that's when we see the difference.
We're fucking flying, bro.
No. Hold on one sec, bro. Let me see what I'm saying.
Go on.
I get people who are critical of that from that point of view because I kind of was. What I don't like is the lack of self-awareness from the people who seem to think that these current owners are next to perfect, if that makes sense. Like they've done a very good job.
Yeah, it's like it's just being used as an excuse. Like,
we
no,
want
I
Roman
don't.
back.
I
Sell
don't
the
need
club
that.
back to him. Unsanction him. We love the Russians. Come on up. the
Now I'm
fucking
gonna
gas.
wait for hopefully his son takes over next. But what was it? Yeah, like it's an excuse. It's an excuse. We all know the old regime had its problems. We all went through it. But they're here for 3 years now. There's nowhere to hide for them. Why are we just constantly saying, "Oh, but the old regime wasn't perfect"? Okay, and they actually still won trophies in spite of all of that. We were competitive in spite of all of that. The most we'd have is like a 1 year drop, and we come straight back up the year after.
And every time there's a bad drop, we're winning the Prem the next year.
Exactly. The
Well,
issue
winning,
is
one thing,
And
one thing
my
you guys are
my biggest
forgetting
issue-
is that Roman didn't have to deal with PSR, didn't have to deal
Yeah, he
with a
did.
lot of the regulations that.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, no, I mean, he did towards the end of his tenure. I'm talking
He
about
did. That's why he done
peak
brown
Roman.
envelopes, mate.
Peak Roman didn't have to deal with PSR, FFP. I'm talking about Roman from 2004 to say 2000. All the way
Fucking
to
hell, are you
2000.
Thai or something bringing up history like that?
No, we're talking facts. Yeah, when did PSR and FFP come in?
Fuck knows, but he started to deal with it.
He didn't have to. He didn't have to deal
Yes, he
with
did.
Yes,
When
he
we-
did. Of course
FFP
he
and
did.
So when
PSR.
we
are
were-
Why do you think
Rodrigo,
he's
can I
doing
ask you a
brown
question?
envelopes
Because
to fucking
Rodrigo,
like agents and
PSR has
shit?
been around.
PSR was brought in the 15-16 season.
Cool.
Yes, so
Because
I'm
this
talking
is
about
my
peak
biggest
Roman.
issue.
Hold on, wait, Lewis, wasn't
my
FFP
biggest
in
issue.
2010? That was when it was first introduced.
Maybe, but certainly not.
But I know
It's
FFP
2011.
When is
With
when is
2000
peak
up to
Roman?
No, he's
2000.
ruining football since
2011, there we
2003.
One at a
go.
time,
That's all I
guys. One
know.
at a time.
my biggest issue with these guys and what they're doing is, and this is where I big up Roman for, is as bad as we were in moments and as much as we didn't always capitalize on the window, one thing you could say Roman would always do in windows, like for example, you want to talk about, oh, he didn't have PSR. We had PSR around when we missed out on the title. We had a shit season and he went and bought the best midfielder in the league off the guys who just won the league title. We're not doing that with these guys.
Scott, don't get me wrong. I'm not a clean lake or whatever guy. Yeah, I think they've done. I've personally,
He's on
I
the
think,
brown envelopes, I reckon.
Nah. Don't even try that with me. Because I think all these directors here, why they keep signing? Look at all our signings. You can group
I'll
them
give you
in
an
players
example.
that they knew, players
I wanna
that
see his
agent.
latest
Exactly, they get
transactions on
commission
his
from
bank.
these from these
Apparently
agents.
There's a piss tweet. There's a piss tweet. But,
Yep. Villa Felix.
we
Well,
can't.
I've got
sell him
more.
then.
Swap
Hang on.
Duran
We
for Felix, mate.
this would have to be
Maybe.
a permanent because we wouldn't be able to loan them Disasi and Felix. This would have to be a permanent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they can
yeah.
have him. We can have
Which, if this
Duran.
is a permanent, like, I'm going to take my agenda hat off for a second for how I feel
I
about
was gonna
Felix. If this is a
say.
permanent, it's fucking stupid. This would be the most comical thing they could do this window.
If you
That
can
Nah,
take
takes
nah,
a
there's
fucking
a-
effort
John
there's a
as
few
well,
things they
bro.
could do that's worse.
Give
But
me
what's
This
John
would be the
Duran.
most comical thing they could do this window if they sell him on a
No,
permanent.
but Scott, do you know what it is? This is what I'd do personally. If you're gonna sell Felix to Villa, that's not a problem as long as you bring back Duran
Yeah,
or you get a good fee for him. If you sell him and don't get a good fee for him and don't bring back Duran, then you fucked up.
Yeah.
It's about the
At
context
this point,
of it.
I don't even want a fee for him because they don't know how to spend money.
No, but you
They
know,
just
I
go
get
and
it.
buy
Now,
more
if you
kits.
take a player, we take a player thing. I'm with
Yeah,
Abs. If Duran goes the other way,
Duran is not going to be Duran. But bro,
Yeah,
they
then,
just
like
then
Duran
don't
is
do it.
something.
Then don't
They
do
don't
it.
owe us anything.
If it helps, if it helps, I don't think we should sell Felix because I think Felix is a good player. We can still use him. But if they are going to sell him, at least make sure you get maximum
Yeah,
value
you know they
for it.
won't do that. Like they'll come back with fucking like they won't even come back with Rodgers. I'd accept Rodgers, by the way. You can't get Duran, go and get Rodgers.
Morgan's a baller though. Rodgers is a
But
baller.
that's what I'm saying. Like I'd accept that. But what I'm saying is they'll come
not
back
gonna
with like
play in this
Boubacar Kamara.
he's not gonna
Like,
play
no
in this
disrespect
system.
To be
bro.
fair,
Kamara,
Kamara, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Kamara's a good player, by the way, but I
No,
get the
but
point.
you get my point of like they'll
No,
come back with
I said I get the point.
it's
Tap,
not
tap
I get
in.
the point. This is what I'm saying, Scott. I said you can sell Felix. That's not a problem in isolation, but it's about who comes in as a replacement. If we go and say, listen, you want Felix, no problem. Let's do a cheeky little, I don't know, a swap deal under the books, but it appears as two separate deals where you take Felix, we take Duran, then that's fine. I'm having that. I don't care. Not a problem.
Because it doesn't fit with the manager's style.
He moved to Villa. He hates the Arsenal. Joao Felix.
The manager literally told us, I only play with one attacking midfielder. We stupid enough, yeah. We went and got him 3. This club is a fucking joke sometimes.
Yeah, and it's funny because I
They,
remember
they,
Rodrigo.
they're the one that went and got Maresca because obviously they believe in the philosophy, the football style. Knowing Maresca, he told them, listen, mate, I only play one attacking midfielder. My other midfielder is a CM that sometimes go into the half space and goes into the next to the pivot. That's it. No, what we do, we have Nkunku who's come back from fitness. No, let's get Felix. When we could have just signed someone or Modian.
Yeah, we screwed up that deal with the image rights. To be fair,
Or keep Galadog.
Fuck
At least he would have stayed fit. Where's Lavia? Where is
He would have been going on a free though.
So Gallagher.
yeah. Fair.
So Gallagher fits this system. He fits possession.
Fair. But to be fair, I don't know who fit this
That's
system
what-
nowadays, man.
That's what.
I don't know who fit this system nowadays, bro.
that's a good point.
We are open like anything, but I still think we should keep. I don't know, man. We should keep Felix, but then again, you have to get rid of Nkunku. One of them has to go because we can't.
Nkunku is the one that needs to leave of the two.
They need to leave
Yeah,
if we're
pretty
going to
much.
use the money for something decent now. If not, just wait till the summer.
Thursday the summer, yeah.
You know what's funny? I don't have a problem selling either player when it comes to Felix or Nkunku. Like, they're both good players, but if the manager can't, what's it called?
Get the best out of them. Yeah.
Yeah, if they don't fit the system or the manager doesn't like them, that's not a problem. That's okay. It's not to say they're bad players, but it just means that whatever, it's just not worked out. We have to move on.
You have to move on. Yeah.
But Rodrigo, we can't do this thing of moving on guys and not getting appropriate replacements because.
But we don't need a replacement. That's the whole
Yeah, we
point.
do.
There's surplus to requirement.
No, they're not surplus to requirements.
They are in Maresca's eyes.
No, Rodrigo, we don't need like for like replacements, but we need replacements in the squad in the sense of okay, cool.
We need a striker.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and he's going to take Nkunku's spot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Nkunku is the surplus to requirement. He's surplus to requirement.
Point, Rodrigo, I get your point in the sense of you don't need like for like replacements of those said players, but we do need replacements in the squad for what we're trying to build. So if you say, listen, we're going to sell Nkunku, but we're bringing Duran, we're bringing a striker or someone, let's say Glockeres or whatever, then that makes perfect sense. Even though Nkunku is a good player, you're getting in a player that we need in a position that we're begging, to strengthen.
Yeah. And then the problem is we're relying then on Cole Palmer to stay fit, and because he will be our only number 10. Because you have a 2 number 10, you get rid of both of them because you need to bring in a striker.
And Chucky Mecca might be off too.
Yeah, he can go as well.
Do you know what would be hilarious?
Oh no, but Dewsbury Hall probably last.
No. Do you know what would be hilarious? And I could see them doing because they've already done it once. It would be just like these owners and these sporting directors to sell Nkunku and Felix. Then all of a sudden, Carney's reintegrated in the squad, and we get a briefing. Oh, we love Carney. We think he fits the system. We like how he's developed over the last 6 months. All that bullshit.
Oh,
I would not surprise me if that happens.
Oh, brother. Yeah, maybe. It wouldn't be the first time they tried to insult our intelligence.
No, they don't. But it's so good. But you see, with the Carney thing, it's actually hilarious because Carney could very easily step in and do a job for us right now, especially with the issues we have in midfield.
Yeah, he could.
No, he can't. No,
Yeah,
no, he can't.
No, he can.
By the way, I'm
He
not
can't
saying
play
Carney
this
is the
system,
answer.
Yes, he
No,
can.
listen, lads, let's be honest, right? You
Yeah.
see, with Carney is a young player who's trying to make a name for himself. And most young players, they just desperately want and need game time. So you could stick him in a certain position in midfield. He'll take it and do his best to make the most of it. If you really
The only manager that knew how to get the best out of Carney is Lewis's best. He's Lewis's gaffer.
Oh, brother.
Okay, I'll keep quiet before I get kicked out. I keep quiet.
That's
Now,
horrific.
listen, if you want to know something about Lewis's gaffer is actually Antonio Conte. That's still his guy to this day.
Yo, shout out Antonio, man.
Fuck
Yo,
Antonio.
Joe
Done that,
Shield, I
man.
think Joe Shield is also on fraud watch.
No
Man.
waste, man.
This Joe Shield guy, I don't know what you guys think about this guy, man. I think he should be on fraud watch. This guy only brings me players that he signed for Southampton, Man City. Yeah, I think these lot get a commission. They take these owners are getting used for fools, bro. They're taking a commission out of all these transfers. It's not normal that we keep signing these bums from their former clubs or bums that link to the agent, and there's definitely something dodgy going on.
Yeah, Scott hinted at that time ago.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right, Scott. Yeah,
they're all on fraud watch, all of them.
It's
Joe
not
still
normal.
Need
only
more
reason-
signings after over $1 billion spent.
I'll be real. The only reason why Joe Shields isn't is because at least his signings have worked because they've been from the City Academy. Like,
Yes.
even though
Yeah,
it's
pretty
like he is going back to his roots, at least his roots is good. Like, at
So
least his
he's
roots
signed-
is producing talent.
So he's got us Lavia,
Lavia, Palmer,
Palmer,
who else? Sancho.
Lavia, Palmer, Sancho.
The only
Uh,
L we've had so far from I would say the only definite L in terms of performances that we've had for me is Tosin. And even
And
then, I
Tosin,
would
and Tosin.
understand if people made the argument, I'll hear it. Lavia performances are not an issue. Injuries are an issue, and that's not on Shields. That's on the fucking manager, not this one.
Oh, this one too, mate. He tackles
not
them
this
in
one.
training. I've
Not
seen
this
him.
one.
I've seen
Not
him,
this
mate.
one.
I've seen this
All-
bald
it's
guy
all down
tackling
to
players in
Pochettino.
training.
It's all down to Pochettino.
These bald guys slight tackling players in training.
Who?
The bald
Maresca.
manager that we have.
Oh, Maresca. Slightly, sure. Rather that than Gakon, man.
Yeah, he's getting
No,
people
but
to do
yeah, but first, but I
double
think
seconds.
the one that's really
Rutherford match as
ruined
well.
us is what's the fat guy that came from Monaco?
Well, Stuart.
With
Yeah, he's the
yeah.
most useless one. I don't even know
No,
what
do
his
you know
role
what,
is.
Rodrigo? Do you know what it is? He's not the useless one. He's just not really. Well, he is useless, but he's not the main issue. The main issue is win calamity. That's the problem.
No. Don't even get to my uncle like that, bro.
He's
I'm
Don't
fucking
get
saying
to my uncle.
Your
With
uncle
Stanley is the
is
reason
shit.
why Mickey Mount is not at this club, and I'm
He's
thankful for him.
He's shit.
With
Yeah,
Stanley, with Stanley, just for the fact that Mason Mount is not at Chelsea
I don't
anymore,
care. He's
I
shit.
think is the best thing he's ever done. I don't care if he got me Mason Mount out of this
Yo,
club.
bro, that Mount Havertz credit has run out, man.
Yep.
Bro, that's
That'll be
forever,
so
man. That's
yeah.
unlimited credit.
It's Benito.
Unlimited credit.
In
Nah,
a
man.
deficit now.
Imagine imagine in this run of form, we had Mason Mount clapping to fans, and Havertz missing sitters. I don't know if I'll be able to handle this. At least with Stanley
Right, but
got me
that's
that.
when you're talking about Win Stanley from Brighton, who has this idiot going around and clapping the fans every game.
Oh,
make a difference.
this idiot is actually that's another thing about our structure. How come a goalkeeping coach here has a direct line to sporting directors? Have you ever heard of that? A freaking goalkeeper coach.
Because he
The
came from
only-
the
he can
same,
pick up
he
the
came from
phone
the
and speak
same
to
club as
Stanley.
one of them, bro.
The only time I've ever heard of a goalkeeping coach giving like advice on signings was someone that me and Lewis used to know, whose dad worked as the goalkeeping coach, and he had a pedigree. He didn't come
At
from
Chelsea?
Brighton. Yes,
Oh, I know who you're on about. I
Yeah,
know who-
Christoph. Shout out
yes.
Christoph.
We're talking about a guy who has coached at the international level for France.
Oh, Lolichon.
Lolicon, yeah.
Yeah.
He,
To be
and he
fair,
had
he
a
was,
pedigree, and the only advice I know he said was he didn't want Kepa. That's all he said. He did not want Kepa, and he was proven right.
yeah, and they got him.
You didn't like
He said Kepa was
Courtois'
too short
attitude.
to be a keeper. He was wrong about that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sanchez.
This guy, his claim to fame is Robert fucking Sanchez.
They both called Roberts as well.
Oh, they're fucking in love with each other, them two. Genuinely,
This is
like,
where I want Maresca, yeah. Like one thing I'll give Maresca, like I think what Maresca's brought to this club is brought us a clear identity. I don't even when we lose, even when we play badly, you can say, oh, this is Maresca's. But one thing you need to do now, you need to bin this Sanchez guy. You need to tell that Robert guy, listen, mate, yeah, I can't deal with this guy anymore. We've seen
bro, just based off
Jorgensen.
his press quotes, it looks like he's going to start next week anyway.
This is his downfall, man. That's that
I
would
don't
be his
think
downfall.
I don't think it's his. Well, it is going to be his downfall, but I think based on those Pice comments or that he made from his like personal account, like it's politics behind the scene. I guarantee that's what it is. No one can convince me otherwise that it's
It
not.
screams of it, yeah.
It's
Scott,
Ben
I don't
Roberts.
get it. Like, why?
No idea, but that's what it is.
It doesn't. Do you know? I understand if he's a high-profile player, like let's say Cole Palmer. Let's say the manager had issue with Cole Palmer. Yeah, Palmer is the face of the franchise.
Those were the quotes.
Then I can understand it. But like, oh, okay. We trust Robert for sure.
We have one
Have you
entire
seen the
week and we'll
stats
see the reaction
between
to the
Robert
next
and
game.
Kepa?
He's starting.
Hey, I just came on
He's
here to
starting.
say
That's it.
Rodrigo is a criminal, man. Standing director is shameful behavior. You deserve to be flogged in a public square.
What? Why?
I'll be honest.
I'm surprised. Why?
What do you mean you're surprised? It's 3
What am I
years on.
standing?
He's been win Stanley. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he got rid of Mason Mount. For
Who
me,
gives a
that
shit?
is
I don't
credit
care.
forever, man.
I don't care. This is like you're just standing. This is emotions. Oh, he got rid
Yeah,
of
but you
Mason
don't
Mount.
care. But
Where are
for
we
me,
now?
my mental health comes first. Mason Mount for
I'll
me.
be honest. If you were in a asylum right now, but Chelsea was second or challenging for a title, I'll be happy. I don't care about your mental health and this. These guys are ruining our club as we stand, and you're happy because Mason Mount's not here. How does that help you?
But I'm giving him credit for that.
What?
Yeah, but the credits run out, bro.
He
That's
hasn't run out. I'm
Okay,
giving
How
him
has
till
it not run out?
Well, until it will run out if I see Mason Mount starting banging for United. If he's still in the mud, then I'm still laughing.
Bro, the juice has run out, man, because
Who
Rodrigo.
cares? I don't give a shit about Mount. I just want my club to be good.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And also,
that's-
listen, this is where I'm gonna say this one. I'm gonna say something, right? And I know obviously you can't apply football or any sport to most real life working jobs, right? But if you could find the closest, real life application of the negligence that has been committed or the malpractice has been committed by Winstanley and Stewart in spending over £1 billion, and we still have so many media guys and we're no closer to a league title. If any of us did that in our jobs, we forget getting sacked. Bro, there'd be lawsuits on our head. There'd be like 15 different lawsuits on our heads.
But Abs,
because of what
if
we've
your
done.
boss, your boss, the owner of your company, literally walks in the room and tells you, "I need this, and that," and you deliver exactly word for word for what is asked. And then the customers are not happy. Then who you turn to? You have to turn to the guys.
No.
Wait. What is he deliver on?
Unless
Hold
these
on. What
owners
did
are
he deliver on, though?
completely stupid. They're completely stupid.
Rodrigo,
what they
what did he deliver on?
What he delivered on the young let me tell you what
Let
he
me-
delivered on.
Let me stop.
Yeah?
You know what? Don't
Reduce,
even
no,
answer
let me
the
tell
question.
you. Let me tell you. Reduce
Don't
the
even
wage
answer. You're
bill.
gonna say something stupid.
Wage bill has gone down. The age
Right.
the age of the squad is now 23 years and 9 months. So that's the average.
Lamland. I want
Yeah.
to say.
So when they came in, their idea was to have a young team, a young team on lower wage, and they told Mr. Winstanley and the fat guy that came from Monaco, go and deliver me this, and then the bald guy that came from Man City. What these three individuals did, they went out there in the market and got us young players, cheap young players on low wages, a couple of superstar signings. That's it. They delivered on what the owners wanted from the financial point of view. The owners never told them, "Oh, do you know what? Build me a team that's gonna win me the Champions League next year." Nope, they don't care about that. So if anything, right, the owners are happy. That's why last year when they did an 18-page report on the manager, they said, "Poch, okay, we get rid of you because you start asking too many questions." But with Stanley and
That and
Stewart,
also because he failed the targets.
I think they would have kept him if they would have kept the guy if he kept his mouth shut and wanted to keep Galadog and these other bums they wanted to keep. So if he wanted to keep them and kept his mouth shut, they would have kept him. But no, he got a bit of confidence. He start talking, because he won a few games in a row, so he got too confident for then they put him in his own place and they sacked him. But the sporting directors, they are delivering on what the owners wanted, and that's a fact. That's the
No, they're
reason
not.
why they're not gonna get sacked.
How are they
Us-
delivering when we clearly need
Delivering on
UCL?
what?
Also,
they can
also,
they can go around the loopholes. They can do all this stuff. So UCL,
No, that's
yeah,
not
that's
going to get
probably
us a sponsor on the money that they want.
well. That's there you go. The fans
So
target.
clearly
and
we
owners
want
target.
UCL then.
Yeah, Rodrigo just showed up after 2 months just to chat rubbish, man. Like, well, he's not
I'm
serious.
literally giving you facts. If they didn't
There's no-
deliver, why are they still here? Why are they not fired?
See, no, it's conjecture. It's not fact. You're using your logical tree. If they didn't deliver, they will be fired. That's what you're using your logical tree.
So the owners are stupid.
So that
then.
means
So they're keeping people that
I
don't
mean-
deliver on their
Um,
target
Yeah.
in jobs.
Yeah.
Okay, these owners are
question.
really happy.
Has
Well,
Sanchez delivered? Hold on, has Sanchez delivered the entire time he's been here?
I don't care about Sanchez, man. I'm telling you about this.
It's
telling
a
about the
logic.
club,
Hold
man.
on, it's a
He's
logic
part of the
train from the
squad.
dumb thing that you're saying. If you're saying
No,
the
I'm
key
telling
players,
you, the owners are happy with what these guys are delivering. If not, they would have been sacked.
No, okay, cool. Are you happy with it?
No, as a fan, I'm not
Obviously,
happy. As
you
a
are.
fan,
You're standing. I wasn't challenging the owners who were standing to win Stanley. You already know I think they're idiots. I was talking about you.
me. I'm not. If you talk about me, I'm not happy with the results and where we are in the table. Of course not. I
Big
want
up,
us to
Joe.
be. I want us to be closer to Nottingham Forest.
You said you were
at
happy
least,
with Win Stanley because he sold players you didn't like, right?
yeah. On that point of view, yes.
Players
but
you didn't like that other clubs really wanted to sign, right? So what about the players you didn't like or you don't like that he's not able to sell? Like Disasi, who's going on loan. Like Sterling, who had to go on loan. Like Chilwell, who was in the reserves, who you can't sell. So have they sold those guys? Because nobody wants them. When Mount and Havertz were leaving, as much that Chelsea fans hate them, people really wanted to sign them.
I think you'll find
So
people
when
really
have
want
they-
to sign Disasi.
Have they sold players that
Who wants to
don't
sign
want our
Disasi?
team?
Aston
Tell me
Villa.
about it. On
No,
loan.
they want to
On
loan
loan.
him.
No, alone. Yeah.
What?
With
Alone
no-
is not
on-
signature
hey,
now.
hang on.
What?
Oh,
No,
by the way, they
loan
want
is
to
not.
sign him.
Come on,
Wait.
bro.
They
They're
want
better
to
than
sign
this.
him on loan, by the way. They want to sign him on loan because they had a centre back leave at this window, another centre back got injured, and their first choice target said no. That's the only reason they're signing Disasi. Is because their
Correct.
first choice target said no.
Correct.
Rodrigo has to be
Correct.
trolling us, man. He has to.
No.
because this is
I
mental
think
illness.
you guys. I think you guys.
You
are not getting my
genuinely think
point.
the sporting directors have done well just because the
No,
financial failed?
you're not getting my point. It's not me saying that. I'm saying
I just
the
asked you
owners-
about you.
Oh, for me? No. Oh, okay. Oh, you're asking me? No. For me
Stop
personally,
acting
I think.
confused. What we talked about was you. I came in here talking about you
Oh, it's
standing
what I
with
mean.
Stanley. Now
Oh
you're
yeah.
acting confused
Oh,
and
okay.
you don't know what I was
They're
talking
not doing a
about.
good job. No, I can answer you that. I can answer you
Rodrigo,
that.
you're a fraud, brother. You're a
They're not
fraud,
doing a
man.
good
Come
job.
on.
No,
You
they're
are
not
a
doing a good job. They're doing a crap job. I
Wait,
think.
everybody else, did you guys hear what I said when I came in? Didn't I challenge him on his love
Yeah.
for Win Stanley?
Yeah.
I wasn't
You're
talking
okay.
about the board. I
You were
said you
challenging
are
that.
weird for
Oh.
standing a guy
Oh,
who
now I
failed
get it.
every
Oh.
I
game.
get it. Oh yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
got it.
No, I
Jason.
get it. No, I
You
get it.
got
My
it.
bad.
You been got
Because I was
Stop
talking
it, stop
differently.
You're a
Yeah,
criminal.
yeah. All right. Yeah.
I think
You're a criminal.
I was having a conversation in my head then. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Poch stands.
Absolute criminal.
Pochstan, you're the one that love Poch. Me.
Yeah, you see, there you are. There you
Listen,
are.
I
Okay,
still
little
think,
bit,
I still
yeah,
think that the issue, right? The issue is the ownership because they believe with Stanley and the other guy are doing a good job. That was my point. Because if they didn't believe that, they would have get them out of the door. But because they're still here,
I think that they have this that I feel like they have this window to really show themselves. I mean, you can't really say that you can't really sack them in the. I mean, you can sack them in the middle of the season. I mean, that's something that's viable. But we're only a week away from the end of the window at this point. You sack them at this point. It's like, what else? Well, who's going to come in and actually try to take care of some deals? You know what I mean? So now it's like, all right, we're a week away. If these guys don't shape up, which nobody expects them to, right? Like they should just be fired. Fired is the easy way of putting it. They should be put in the fucking grave and underneath someone's backyard. That's what they should be doing.
but it's not the problem.
They should be in someone's backyard.
I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying, yeah. But the problem is the vision from upstairs. Is what do they want to do? Because if imagine they get another guy in here and then they set him the same task. I think that's the problem is the task that they set these sporting directors. If that task was to get us proven players, and then they were failing on that, or they still fail on the young players thing, by the way. But
I think you're just looking at it the wrong way. Like they're failing to get to our objectives based off of the squad building that they've already had. It's not necessarily the players that they've picked out themselves. They've just decided to ignore major parts of our squad, and we're still sitting in the same spot that we were last year, 6 months ago, before the season started.
Do you believe do you believe that they really can't see that this squad need a centre forward and a centre back, or do you think like maybe?
Well, they obviously don't see that because we haven't been linked to a center forward yet, right? Like I can make the assumption that this whole conversation with Aston Villa is leading to Duran. I can make the assumption to that, but that's not saying anything. Like we haven't seen any links to it. We haven't seen anything. So it's like to this point, what we've heard is they want to wait. That's what they've told us. They want to wait. Well, they don't get the opportunity to wait. They don't get the opportunity to wait. They're not going to be here by the time they want to wait.
The fraud guy again, what's his name? Joe Shea would want to bring you the lap. So there you go.
Yeah, but the lap's not available till next summer.
Yeah, that's why they're waiting for the lap in the summer.
Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck what they want to wait for.
I don't give a shit. Now.
I don't give a shit.
No, yeah.
Now you're gonna have to deal with Mark
Giu.
You're gonna have to
what
deal
they
with
want
Mark
and what they don't want. Do not give a fuck. They wasted all summer.
Deal with Mark Giu. We don't even get minutes.
They waited all summer. They waited all summer. They do not get more opportunities at the Apple. They keep on fucking it up. Last summer they had 3 opportunities to get the striker done. They didn't get a striker done. They went and fucked around with Leicester to not get the goalkeeper that the manager wanted. Here we are, without a goalkeeper, without a striker, back to square one where we were last year. So
we got Jorgensen.
They didn't do anything.
We got a goalkeeper.
What they did this window was get Tosin signed for free. Everything else is being sold and being put to the side and not being used, and all. Everything that they've done is being the only thing that's being done that's being used at this current moment is Tosin for free. Other than that, everyone else is wasted.
Neto,
Benjamin,
Neto's playing like Timo Werner, man.
Nope, I'm not even including Neto because they reported Igbali did that deal for Neto, so they didn't even have a hand in it.
And he's playing like Timo Werner.
I mean, I think Neto would be a much better player with a striker next to him. That's just me.
Oh, Benny. No worries.
We can't. Oh man, I still think we can make Champions League, man.
Yeah, we still can, but like we've got a good opportunity to consolidate that with the right moves, and we're just doing fuck all.
Yep.
But I don't know if we can actually get the strikers that we need, though.
Bro, I don't want to hear an excuse. I do not want to hear an excuse.
I think we should.
That is not an excuse.
Awoniyi on loan.
No. What are you talking about? Awoniyi on loan. Go. They don't get time. They want to spend 60 million on fucking Garnacho. You can take that 60 million and put it on a striker. There's strikers out there.
There's no strike for 60 million.
Easily,
no way.
There is. You could go get someone.
I gotta speak to you in Arabic. Shubarifak, what do you know? What do you know? I gotta speak to you in Arabic because you're not listening in English. What do you know, Habibi? What do you know? There's no strikers out there. Well, how do you know that?
What striker for 60 million? What striker for 60 million?
The fucking release clause for Gyökeres is 65. What are you talking about?
65 for Gyökeres? No chance, my friend.
Okay, Shubarifak, Habibi. That's what I'm just gonna keep on doing.
Habibi, no chance.
You don't know shit, bro. You're just talking to
60 million for Gyökeres.
Go look it up. Why am I talking to you? Go look it up.
I've looked it up, my friend.
No, you haven't because you're talking through your teeth.
I'm telling you,
you're talking through your teeth.
He's at least.
You're talking through your teeth. It's nice speaking with you. Victor Osimhen's available for 62 million. Thank you, chat.
Rodrigo is
Victor Osimhen is not as good as
clearly, Daniel.
This guy.
But you want Awoniyi.
They got him. They go.
You
I
want
want
Awani?
you on loan.
We got
On loan.
we got
on
him.
loan. You don't get it. I want you on loan.
I'm just gonna
6
keep
months loan.
Shubarifak, Habibi. Shubarifak.
Habibi, 6 months loan for our league.
Shubarifak.
How much?
You don't
Can I
know
ask you a
nothing.
question?
Loan,
Okay,
my
okay,
brother.
okay.
6 months
You don't know
loan.
nothing.
What's his face? Rodrigo. How much do you think Gyökeres is?
Gyökeres is at least £80 million.
Cool. What's the issue with that?
Huh? What's the
What's the
issue
issue
with
with
that? Listen. I don't have any issues. I'm telling you.
Cool. Then what
the
the fuck
club
is this
doesn't see
conversation?
value in that.
So you don't see value. Hang on. No, wait.
That's what you're saying.
Wait,
That's the
wait.
move that's going to keep
So
us
you
in top
don't
4.
see value, Rodrigo.
No,
So
not
you
not
don't-
I. The
hang on.
club.
So you don't see value in us spending 80 million on the second most informed striker in the world, not top 5 leagues.
No, don't put words in
the
my
world.
mouth. I didn't say I don't see value. I see the club don't.
Man,
Clearly.
Is that not a fucking issue then?
Yeah,
What-
it's
what-
that
what
issue.
did
That's what
Joey-
I'm saying.
Joey say it
I'm
again?
proposing.
Shubadifak. Joey, say
Okay,
it
how
again.
do you
Because
say Joey? How do you say that? Say it again. Joey, say it again. Say it again.
Shubadifak, bro. Shubadifak. You're not listening.
You rather get
Shubadifak.
our knee on loan from
No!
Forest. What do you mean no?
So hang on. Did you just ask me? Would I rather get Awani on loan or spend 80 million on Gyökeres? Is that the question here?
You're correct. It's gonna be an impossible deal with 1 week left.
How do you know?
How's it? It's
I
not
know.
impossible if you don't try.
Bro, everything that he's saying is just because he believes it from fucking the sky.
Hang on.
The sky's blue,
do you mean
so he
sky?
believes
Panel.
it.
Not
Yeah.
including Rodrigo because you can give me a stupid
believes
answer.
it.
To the
It does-
panel.
Nothing
panel.
nothing
How
to
much-
back it up. Just what he believes.
To
Nothing
the
to
rest
back
of
it
the
up.
panel, can I
Just
ask a
what he
question?
believes. That's what we talk
How
about.
much, out of interest, how much did City just pay for Marmoush, who was the second top
70
goal
million.
scorer in the
City.
Bundesliga? Was that 80 million they paid?
I think it was 60, wasn't it?
I thought it was 80, but regardless,
No,
It's
it's less than
75
that,
million
for the
pounds.
guy, for the
Yeah,
guy
and
who was the
Gyökeres
second
has
top
an
goal scorer.
£83 million release clause. Go at
Cool.
it,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah,
So
yeah.
for the
Thank you,
guy, so
Lewis.
the guy who was the second top
Go
goal scorer in the
activate that.
Bundesliga in the middle of
Bro.
a season.
I don't care. I don't
Fuck
care.
What do you mean you don't care? It's not your money.
Rodrigo,
No,
I'll tell
I'm
you
with
why I don't
Joey.
care.
I don't
I
care.
will
Go
tell
pay
you
it.
why I don't care, Rodrigo. I don't care.
Fucking stupid.
Because they
Oh my
spent
God.
all summer fucking around not getting a striker. So they don't
Rodrigo is
get
trolling you
to
guys,
fuck
man. You guys are
around
brown
now
envelope.
and
Don't
not
pay much
get
attention.
a striker.
He's either
They
a
don't
brown
get
envelope or a
to.
moron. I can't work out.
Class
They
Rigo.
don't
Brown
get
envelope.
to.
Hey, Class Rigo.
They don't
Class
get
rep.
to. These sporting directors do not get to fuck around and not get a striker.
Hey,
They
Class
don't.
Rigo.
I think we're using the sporting director as a scapegoat
on,
now. As some
Oh,
Oh my god,
I think
bro.
we're using them as a scapegoat. I think the issue is
you're
All right,
fucking
bro.
Bali
idiot.
This
Todd
Respectfully.
Bowley.
guy, bro. This
Todd
guy is the
Bowley
most
Sporting
and
impossible
directors
person
are
to speak to,
scapegoats, fam. I have heard it all
Who
now.
gives a shit? Who gives a
Todd
shit?
Bowley
The
and
scapegoat.
Igbali are
Who
clearly
gives a
the
shit? Is
issue.
the scapegoat? Who gives a shit? We don't have a
Habibi,
striker,
Todd Bowley
my
and
friend.
Igbali
We
are
only
the
care
don't
what we
have
see
one.
with our eyes, Rodrigo. That's all it is.
Todd
Who
Bowley
gives a,
and
you're
Igbali are the
just
clear
changing.
issues.
You're just moving the goalposts. Who gives a shit? We don't have a striker.
Brendan.
Who
Yeah.
gives a shit?
Todd Bowley doesn't. Because he can see the Todd Bowley and Igbali don't see that.
No. You're the only one who keeps on moving this left and moving
No,
this right.
I want a
You-
striker. I'm
We
even
are the only, we need
proposing
a
an
striker.
hour near
You
on
are
loan.
the only one moving
That's
it
a
left and
fucking
right.
stupid idea.
Why?
Because why don't you just address it properly?
Because you can address in the summer when you have
Why?
time.
Oh, great. When we
Because you
might
have
be
1
out of
week
top
left.
4. Oh, great.
Yeah, so we'll miss our
Be sixth or
targets,
eighth by then.
and they
Yeah.
deserve to
So
be fired anyway.
Rodrigo. So if we need a striker to
me?
guarantee top 4 and we don't get it and we miss on top 4,
I
what
don't
are we
think we
gonna do
only
in the
need a
summer?
striker to guarantee top 4. I think we score enough goals. We don't defend properly. Personally, I think it's the
Hey, someone
centre
put a
backs that
super
we.
chat in, please, I beg.
Rodrigo,
I'm
Rodrigo,
sorry.
can I ask you a
What do you
question?
mean score? What do you mean score enough
We score
goals?
it. Yeah, we do. We just
What,
don't
1-0,
defend properly.
1-0, and then half time, and then shit the bed in the second half. And
Yeah,
draw the
because
game.
we
Exactly.
because we
Games.
couldn't defend. You're making my
I-
point, mate.
I can't believe we're trying to
Leave
get
that
Nah, bro.
Colwill.
Nah,
Leave
bro.
that Colwill as being
Bro,
a bit of a
Rodrigo
fraud.
has his head twisted on backwards, bro. It's just on backwards, bro. You
What?
need to retwist the fucking head, adjust it a bit. Like the brain's not on tight. Like I don't know what to tell you other than that.
Bro, I don't-
like,
I
you're like, I don't
you
know what to
wouldn't
tell you.
want to put the money down now and just confirm that.
Bro, listen, yeah. If you can get the deal done now, then do it. But I don't believe with
Why don't you
few
believe
days
we can
left
get it
they
done
can
now?
do it. I don't think they can do it. I don't think Sporting will. I think it will cost way more than the £83 million.
It's a release clause.
Yeah.
If we pay the release clause, they literally can't do anything.
So if you do, and then the other thing is, you're gonna end up with a bloated squad. So they're in a position where
we have no striker depth. What are you talking about, bloated?
We have bodies there.
Fuck
no,
off.
we don't.
What do you mean we
what
don't?
the fuck is your problem, bro?
My
Are
problem
you
is
actually mentally ill? Are you actually mentally ill?
Don't
bro?
forget about David watching.
Do me a favor.
Oh, give me a break, bro.
That
Give me a
guy.
fucking break. David Washington, he said.
No. I'm just saying what the manager said last year.
Even Maresca don't think we have Mark Hiu, and you think we do.
No. I'm not saying Mark Yu is good enough. I'm saying we have people. We have like
I
literally
don't give a
human
fuck
beings.
up. That ain't no bloated squad, man. We wouldn't be begging for a striker.
Bloated squad cap, man.
We need to get rid of players.
Play striker, bloated squad.
We need to get rid of Abibi. We need to get rid of players. What's hard to understand?
What's happening right now?
We're not getting rid of them. They don't
What
want to go.
are you talking about, bro?
They're not going.
People are being moved every day.
Stream.
While we're on stream, people are being moved. What are we talking
They haven't
about?
moved. Who's gone now? Who has actually left since we've been on this stream? Who's gone?
Disasi's gone, ain't he?
He ain't gone, yeah?
Not yet, but yeah, it's looking like it.
He's gone, bro.
He's not gone. He's not gone.
Oh my, bro. Yo,
He'll
you
be on
wanna
the bench
do
against West
semantics
Ham. Do you want to
with me,
bet?
bro?
Do you want to bet that Disasi will be
Why?
on the bench against
We
West
have
Ham?
youngsters on the bench. Why can't we fucking bring in another player? Oh, we're squad bloated. You know what? You know what, Rodrigo? I really wonder if you actually support this club. Like, you
Oh,
want
I'm a
this club
proper
to actually
Chelsea.
do
I'm
well.
proper Chelsea.
You want Awani. You don't want his club
Yes,
to do well.
yes. I want
Awani is a fucking is a second striker at Forest who can't get time. Why would you want?
Because
why
they
do
have
you
Chris
want our
Wood.
squad?
Because they have Chris Wood.
While Forest go and pick up Cunha with that same money.
No, we can't have Cunha in the squad because obviously you have Cunha now. You're gonna have Felix, Cunha, and Nkunku. We need our knee. I'm telling you, it's a different profile.
You'd rather
think about profiles, man. Don't
No,
think about
I've
the
clocked
name.
it. I've clocked it. You've got selective hearing. I've fully clocked it. You've got selective hearing.
Think about profiles.
Bro, I'm the one that said think about profiles. You gotta tell me that shit.
Think
I'm
profiles,
the one that
don't
puts
think
out
names.
videos weekly about
No, fuck the profiles.
profiles of
We need
player that
names.
we need.
We need
Think about
a different profile to Jackson because they believe they've invested so much in Jackson.
Yeah, Gyökeres. There you go.
It's a different.
Bring me
To
Gyökeres.
be fair with you, Scott, yeah, I take Gyökeres over Osimhen any day of the week. Any day of the week.
I'll take either
That's
one.
not what we asked you.
Bring me
I'll take either one.
Get anyone. Yeah,
and we need to get rid of
guy who's
Madueke
gonna
as well.
Replace Jackson.
I think
To replace him with who?
is not going to replace
To replace him with who?
ASAP.
To replace him with who?
is not going to.
Madueke.
Awani is not going to give us 10 goals.
Cole Palmer can play right wing. Neto can play right wing. Neto is looking a bit sus.
Who's playing the 10 then?
Who's playing the 10? That's what the manager should have been playing.
Yeah, bro.
Nkunku and Felix.
This is just going in circles in this guy's brain. This guy's just running in circles in his own brain.
Hey, you know the symbol monkey in the Simpsons
I'll see
movie.
you
that
later,
jumps
bro.
around the guy's brain. That's what I'm. That's what I'm
Joey. Big up, bro.
What's he got? What's that brother's
probably-
name? I forgot his name.
It's Joey. He had to go back to work.
Joey.
He
I
had to go
love
back to
Joey,
work.
man. Where is
I can't believe we were talking about bringing in a striker and you said it would bloat the squad up. That might be one of the most insane things I've heard.
No, Lewis, I'm saying we need to get rid of players. We need to get rid of players before bringing in.
We don't need to in the striker department. We need to add.
We literally have 3 players that can play centre forward.
No, we don't. We have one.
But if you think about it, though, Maresca obviously doesn't want to have Nkunku playing. Like, he obviously doesn't trust him. So I have to say, we need to bring a striker in. Like, I mean, it doesn't obviously rely on Mark Gay or Gay. I can't even say his name.
Yeah, Gay. Yeah.
It's like, obviously, Maresca's not trusting what we've got. So I think it says it all from him. Like,
we need to get rid of what we got first.
No, we don't. Not in the striker department.
yeah.
Who are the three strikers you were talking about, by the way?
Nicholas Jackson, Christopher Nkunku.
Who's not a striker?
Mark Guiu.
Maresca doesn't seem as a striker.
Who doesn't play?
What? Maresca
So Conference League Hiyu and Nkunku, who Maresca has said numerous times is not a 9, and Nicholas Jackson, who's dying out here. This is
and that's the other thing too. Jackson's on his own. Like, we need there's got to be someone that we bring in to support him. Like, he's by himself.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're gonna bloat the squad if we do that.
No, but we need to get rid of people, Lewis. We need to get
we don't have to. We have 60 million already in reserve that we're willing to spunk on Garnacho.
Yeah, why are we buying Garnacho? Why haven't we got rid of anyone?
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. Like, that Garnacho situation at the moment is worrying me because we don't need another winger. Like,
no, I'm just wondering who we got rid of to replace in the squad with Garnacho.
Is Garnacho
No. We do need another winger. No. Hold on.
Don't piss me off more than you have.
Who was that who said we don't need another winger?
Give him some time, Scott.
Wait, Scott. Who was that who said we don't need another winger?
I don't know.
Scott said that. Scott said we don't need another winger.
No, I didn't. I said who's he replacing in the squad? Because you said if we're buying someone, we need to get rid of. Who's he replacing in the squad? Have we sold Madrid? Hang on, have we sold Madrid?
Can't buy a minute.
Well, he's technically out of the squad.
Have we sold him?
And we brought Tyreek George in instead, so who cares?
Sell that guy, man. Sell that guy.
Shut up.
You're Tyreek George. Standard in the bin, bro.
Tyreek George is just in the Conference League.
I'll
That's
be
the
real.
thing. Why do I need to spend 60 million on Garnacho to go play Conference League?
Tyreek George is useless.
Hey, you
And 60 million on Garnacho
by
is
the way.
useless.
He's 18. Relax. My God.
That's an academy player.
Tyreek George. Pure profit. Pure profit.
I'm not even trying to argue that down, but I just mean, what's the point in spending 60 million on Garnacho just to have the minutes that Tyreek George would be having?
Yeah, exactly. And Garnacho is as good as Garnacho or better right now. What are we?
And I don't even think Garnacho is even that great, to be fair.
He's terrible.
And
He's
Lewis,
shite. He's just a volume shooter with no end product.
Yeah, and he doesn't improve the squad, so it's just more waste of money and more money down the drain.
Yeah.
I would rather develop Tyreek George and then flip him for profit.
You know, we're not going to sign Garnacho.
He's a better player right now.
Yeah,
he's not linked to any of the agent that we have or any of the clubs that the directors worked for. So don't worry, guys. We can rest on that.
Anyways, Lewis, I just want to say this is the first time I'm going to say this, the only time. I thought we left Rodrigo and his stupid fucking takes in 2024, but fucking sadly for all of us, he's here in 2025 with this bullshit. This man is, you know what? You know why I can say this? Because this man is only looking out for himself. I feel good that Lewis Stewart got Mount out. Okay, what the fuck have they done after that? You know what credit in the bank is for sporting directors and for managers? Winning me fucking trophies.
You also got rid of Poch. You're happy with that, don't when you? Got rid of Poch when you're happy with that.
You're giving them hype jobs about them getting rid of Mount and Kai Havertz.
And Poch.
Dude, I wouldn't give a shit if Kai and Mount were here as long as we were winning leagues and trophies. I don't give a fuck.
They also got rid of Poch. You're not mentioning that.
I don't care if it's my next door neighbor.
But you didn't like that. You loved Poch.
Any semi-decent sporting director is getting rid of that twat, and they're the ones that brought him in the first place.
Thank you.
No, but you know, it's with
Listen, Rodrigo left. Rodrigo, for once, he left cleaning the stadium to come troll us. Stop trolling us, man. I know what you're doing. I know your game. You're just trying to trigger everybody as much as you can with these stupid takes. I know you. I see you on Twitter. I know the game. So all this stuff you're talking about, you're trying to move in.
Don't worry, we're getting left back Jefte.
I'm trying to hear that, man.
Who?
Oh shit, this guy.
I don't know.
Jefte? Oh, fuck off, man.
I watched him against United.
Fuck off.
Anyway,
lads, pick up.
Oh yeah, because we must have been watching that for Garnacho
I
and then decided to watch him instead.
Yeah, we are going for left back, right? Like an attacking one, because we got linked with another kid earlier today from.
Oh, you mean bro? You know that guy? You know that's another guy, by the way, who hasn't hit 50 games.
No, I know, Scott. But I'm saying it looks like we're looking for an attacking left back to replace Vega, based on today's reports on the 2 players we have.
Oh, there's on the other side.
Where
Alright,
does
cool.
hold on? Well, this guy reminds me of someone. I'm trying to hang on. I'm trying.
Oh, it looks like
He does
Everton
look
defender.
similar to somebody. I can't figure it out.
The Everton defender.
Oh,
Michael
but he-
Keane. No, Michael.
He looks a bit like what's his name? He
Michael
looks a bit like do you man remember what's his name? Do you man remember that Owen Shaw brother from Fast and Furious? He looks a bit like him.
Oh, Luke Evans.
Yeah, Luke
Luke
Evans.
Evans,
He does.
I said Michael Keane, you know. That's crazy.
Michael Keane.
No, Mason Orgett. No, not Mason Orgett.
You know
The
what?
guy
The
that went to
funniest,
Ipswich from Atalanta.
the funniest comparison that I've seen recently was that guy who super chatted in. I think it was into Truce's channel, saying the expressions looks like Oscar Proud from the Proud Family. That killed me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
So Lewis, what's your opinion on Maresca?
Big up, Benny. Take care, man.
See you later, boys. Speak
See
to
you
you.
later.
Yeah, big up, Benny.
Yeah,
Lewis, what's your opinion on Maresca?
I still have a lot of support for him, even though he's pissed me off with certain things.
Yeah. What do you like about Maresca? Like what you watching? You say, all right, I get it. Even when we like lose, because you go to games, you might be pissed.
Big up, Moya. Well, I like the style of play. I initially liked how we got better in second halves, but that's kind of faded since. I like the fact that we're still free scoring. We are still better defensively, even though there's still a lot that we need to improve on. I think it's now more just individual errors than the structure as a whole. Yeah, I think I've covered everything, really. And he's actually got a lot of our players improving.
Really?
Cucurella's got better. Caicedo's got better. I'd still argue Colwill's got better. Who else?
Colwill got better.
Jackson has got better.
Enzo's gotten better.
Lewis, thank you for mentioning
Enzo, another one, he's got better.
Madueke's definitely got better.
Yeah,
Madueke? No,
Yes,
Madueke
he's
is.
got better.
This is his best season of his career, by the way.
He's
got better.
Hold on, he's gotten. Some of these guys have gotten better in their production. Jackson is neither here nor there. To me, he looks like the same guy. Like he's still gonna miss.
I think
a
he's
lot
got
of
worse.
chances for you.
But the
He's still
problem with
gonna do a
Jackson
lot
is
of
he's
ball
just
work
gone backwards in the last month.
outside. Yeah, but that was Jackson. Jackson has periods where he's scoring goals and he looks okay. Then he has periods where he looks like he's looked like the last 7 games where he's missing. It's like if the last 7 games happened and he wasn't getting clear-cut chances, I might be on the same train that he's gotten better. This is the same guy to me. That's number one, right? The other guys that have gotten better, I understand what you guys are saying, but the level that Caicedo was getting to the end of last season, whatever the manager is, I think he was going to get better. Like he was already, you know what I mean? He was on that run where he was getting to.
Yeah.
It was more like he just needed a structure to work under.
You know,
And not to be left on a fucking island like he was last season.
I think in some games he's been left on an island this season.
Can we have words about certain Levi Cole, please?
Yeah, please.
Oh yeah,
Abs,
you
I
said
agree
you
with
wanted to talk about Cole. We'll go on, Abs.
Please go on.
Right, so listen, last year I was one of the people who, as much as I didn't rate him, and listen, I'm never going to be a fan of the type of centre back that Colwill is. I was like, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, innit? Because people be like, oh, the setup was poor and this and that, he's playing left back. Fine, let's just give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm at a point now where, listen, if a decent offer of 40, 50, whatever million quid comes in, I would take and I would run, because I don't see us winning or challenging for anything major with that Colwill brother starting for us. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. Like, there's so many things he lacks that if he got sold tomorrow, if a good offer came in, I would drive him to the airport myself. And if we want to move forward, he can't be a starter either. And that's going off of the way that a lot of people gassed him and called him generational, said he's this and said he's that. And before people start bringing age into it, if you're good enough, you're old enough, lads.
But this
Okay,
is
so let's go with that. No, I'm down.
I think the generational stuff was over the top.
No, I'm down for this bullshit take now. So let's do this. So with Rudiger, was he good enough at 20? He was good enough at 29, by the way. is when he showed up for us, because then before then we wanted him out of this fucking club.
This is poor revisionism, by the way. This is poor revisionism, by the way, because
it's not do not tell me during Lampard's time that the majority of this fan base did not want Rudiger out.
No. Do you want me to tell you why? You're not wrong, but let me tell you why you're right and you're wrong. No, you're right and you're wrong at the same time. I'll explain to you why. Because I feel like people, they have this misconception that Rudiger was a bum up until Tuchel came. Under Sarri, he performed. And under Conte, he also performed. It was just one terrible season under Lampard where everyone had
you're doing revisionism. He did not perform under Sarri or under Conte.
Sorry, he was the best of the bad bunch. That does mean a lot.
Yeah, he was the best of the bad bunch.
In comparison to listen, I'm not saying he hit Tuchel levels under Sarri, but he was at least competent, if that makes sense. That's all I'm saying.
And he was in Sarri season. He was 26, by the way. He was 26 in Sarri season, which is 5 years older than what Colwill is right now. When you said he was competent, not even world class, when he was fucking competent was when he was 26, while Colwill was 21. That's what I'm saying. Don't sell this guy. I agree we need another center back to challenge him because he might be an understudy for another couple of years. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. But you saying sell him because then we had this. If you want to do revisionism bullshit, then we could do. Did we think Salah was good enough at the age of 24 when he was with us? No, he was a fucking bum for us at the time, and then he exploded in Florentina. So what are you saying with this bullshit? What do you like? Look at Christensen. Christensen as a fan base. Christensen, we were making jokes about him, about how he was soft and everything, and then people started rating him during the Tuchel and slightly before then season. That is it. Before then, we thought he was fucking a soft-ass little wuss who we wanted to sell, just like we did with Colwill. Did we not? We need this experience. He's won things in Barcelona. We need this guy. He's only 27 too, guys. Oh my God. Did we not do this? Yeah, right. That's another guy from our academy who we thought was soft, who we wanted to sell, who we were like, oh, fuck, we're fine with selling him. It's not a big deal. Before Tuchel came in, and then Tuchel came in, and everyone's like, oh, he's a really good center back. He can play decent in the back three.
You're not getting what I'm saying. I said if a good offer comes in, I would sell him. I'm not saying he's a must sell or whatever. But personally, I don't think if we want to elevate ourselves to the next level, it doesn't matter if he's 21 or 29. Levi Colwill will never be a key part of a team that's meant to be doing that. I'm sorry,
Okay, so can I give you another example? Sure, let's do this revision. No, I got you, buddy. We can do this all day. Before Saliba joined him, everyone was saying Gabriel's a bum. This fucking
not me.
No. Let's get this right. Did we not? They were 8th place during those 2 seasons before Saliba came in. We thought he was a fucking scrub bum little boy. Right? He had the Bozo League. And then he found a partner in Saliba. And now we're saying probably in the whole calendar year last year, Gabriel was a better defender because he's great aerially. He's as good defensively. And we're calling Saliba soft. And they're the 2 world-class defenders. They were the best defense in the league 2 years in a row. Right? And Gabriel, before Saliba joined, when he had other center backs who weren't good enough, we thought he was a fucking bum. And then he got a guy who partners with him well, and they elevated each other both. That's what's similar to what happened with Rudiger and Thiago Silva. When Thiago Silva arrived and we had Tuchel, that's when Rudiger elevated because he found the right partnership. Right? And Gabriel's now like 26 now, and 2 seasons ago he was 24. Once again, 3 years older than Levi Colwill is right now, when we all thought he was a bum, and they were both 8th and 8th during those seasons. When Gabriel
here's where you've gone wrong. So for a start, Gabriel did not join in the first season when they finished 8th. He joined the season after. They were only 8th 1 season under him, and that wasn't even remotely his fault. But it partly was his fault, but it wasn't all his fault. If anything, at that point, Gabriel was getting praised for being one of the better players in that current Arsenal team. The facts are, and also when you look at Gabriel, another thing, you can just look at
now we're doing revisionism on Gabriel having the Bozo gene and being a Bozo. We're doing that now? We're doing that now.
No, it's not revisionism. It's not revisionism, brother. Do you want to know why it's not revisionism? Because the guy was one of the... I'm not saying he was outstanding, but he wasn't seen as one of the main issues in that Arsenal team. There were significantly worse players who were getting cooked. And the thing is, when you look at Gabriel and you compare Gabriel and Colwill, for example, you look at Gabriel's attributes. He's strong. He's good at defending wide areas. Yes, sometimes he can go to sleep and make a silly howler. He's a threat from set pieces. But when I look at this Colwill brother, the guy is 22 and moves like my 84-year-old granddad who's had about 3 strokes. What's it called? His passing and on-the-ball ability is overrated. There's quite a few times where he just fires it like a cannon into absolutely nobody. On the ground,
can we just move on from this?
No. Hold on.
I've listened to Abs for the last 2 years have an agenda on Colwill. So I'm listening to this like this is pointless.
It's not an agenda, bro. I even said I gave you the benefit of the
from the longest time he's been trolling Colwill, and now he has a window of being right. He's crashing.
I'm sorry. He's not this player that you guys think he is. I'll tell you this for free. Achampong is a better prospect than Colwill. I don't care. I'll stand on it. Yes, he is.
No, he's not. Shut up, man.
No,
How have we got to that conclusion this early?
Thank you. No, it's because it's Abs. We know from last time I was here when I crashed on him, he has no logic.
Because I could hear the stuff about maybe Colwill shouldn't be a starter at this point in time.
Yeah, I agree with that. Or he needs
that's where it's another example of people going too far. Like Colwill has been garbage recently, and like even after the game against City, he pissed me off. I want him dropped. Like I want someone to come in and him to be the backup left centre back. Like I want a Bastoni to come in of like someone of that caliber that he can learn off of. But to say that Achampong, who has played all of like 3 games for us at a first team level, has a better prospect than Colwill is nonsense. That's just nonsense.
He's not proved as much, but with Josh, I feel like Josh has more what's it called. When even in the 2 games I saw of him, I feel like he has, in the future.
That's all the same things, by the way. We saw all the same things we saw from Josh. That we saw Colwill was doing the same thing, by the way, at Brighton. The same stuff.
And people hyped up that stuff from Achampong, from Colwill, the same way I feel like you're doing with Achampong.
Not freaking 3 games.
I said it yesterday as well.
2 games?
It's maybe not to the same level in terms of saying he's generational, but some of the stuff I've seen come out about Houston since we've been linked with him is nonsense. Another 19-year-old who's started half the games for his club this season, so he hasn't even played all the games. So half the games for this club this season, and I see people talking about him like, "Oh, we need to get him. He's the next one up. He's one of these guys. Like he's going to be great in the future." Bro, he's 19. Who started half his games.
But I'm not even saying bring House. That's not what I'm saying.
No, but you just said Josh is a better prospect. That really shows your stupid take again.
This is the issue which I have with the Colwill thing, and why I don't like people to be like, "Oh, it's just agendas," because you guys.
This is Josh Achampong's a better prospect.
When it comes to these young players, you're happy to give all the praise, but then when they go through a bad period or whatever, then you're just being like, "Oh, it's because he's young, oh, it's because of this, oh, it's because he's missing his partner." No, hold him accountable for his rubbish performances, please.
Excuse me, did I not? So I understand listening's not any of your suits, because not even a strong suit, any suit. I said he needs at least a more experienced partnership if he's going to start, or he needs to be a bench player for next season if we get a world-class center back on the left side. And sadly, there's only 2 on the left side who play left-sided, and they're not going to fucking move. One's in Bastoni, the other one's in Rudiger and Real Madrid, so none of that shit's going to fucking happen. And the other center back you want to mention is young as shit, just like Levi Colwill, who's probably had 1 good season like Levi did in Brighton, and is getting a fucking hype job just like Scott did just mentioned with Huijsen. So fucking explain to me another left-sided center back in the world who's world class right now, who's gonna move their clubs. Because if you're saying Bastoni, that's a wet dream that every fucking club is wanting for Bastoni and Barella, but they haven't moved ever. They can get a billion links, they're not moving ever. And Rudiger's probably gonna win another Champions League at Real Madrid again. So why the fuck is he leaving? So name me another left-sided center back who's experienced, who's world class.
Abs, I got a quick question. Do you think Colwill should be starting?
Huh?
Do you think Colwill should be starting for us?
I have the centre backs we've currently got, yes, but that's none of those are saying much.
Do you think that's ideal?
No, it's not ideal because I don't rate Colwill like that. In an ideal world,
do you think Huijsen should be starting for us?
No, but I'm not a Huijsen guy like that either.
What centre back do you rate? Achampong?
Who do you want?
He should be starting for us.
Listen, Achampong is a prospect, but listen, I understand people say Achampong should be a star
right
now.
That's
not a problem. Personally, I'll be a centre back.
And Colwill is it?
No, hold on.
Give me a name. I don't want this bullshit of no. Give me a fucking name on the left side who's world class. Give me a name that we can get. Don't give me Josh Achampong at a right side of centre back who's fucking 19, who's played 2 fucking games.
He's 18, eh?
It doesn't have to be, bro. It doesn't. It's not about age. I'm not talking about world class. I need someone who's competent at the minute. Obviously, yes, I would love to sign someone who's world class, but I guess this scenario where I'd go get the chat is saying Schlotterbeck is better than Cole. I'd happily sign Schlotterbeck tomorrow. I'd sign. In fact, Cole Schlotterbeck swap deal, no problem. Run it.
Jesus Christ.
So we're doing a Schlotterbeck who hasn't won any cups or any. I'm not even saying a league, a fucking cup. We're gonna win a cup.
I don't care about what he's won, bro. I'm just talking about centre backs who are good. And personally, when I look at this Cole guy, I'm not saying he can't improve from the level he's at, but in my opinion, the level that people said he was at when he first came and the level they think he can get to, I think you're way off the mark. He can be just about a decent centre back.
So were you thinking we signed world class Rudiger when we initially got him?
No. But I was told generational Levi Cole. That's what I was told, brother. A lot of
people develop it. No. Then explain to me Vinny. Vinny developed 3 years after getting fucking bashed year in, year out for 3 fucking years. And then in his third year, going into his fourth is when he showed up, when he had a different manager and he was allowed more freedom. He was never seen, even in Brazil, as someone who was expected to be anything extremely special. He was at a decent level. So explain to me.
Again, I'll just say, like, we don't have to go to extremes. I agree with you, Abs. Like, I don't think he is generational, but to then say that he's only going to become a potentially decent centre back is that's dog. To say that when he's 21 is stupid, because we've seen Rudiger isn't, like we mentioned. Rudiger wasn't world class, wasn't this level till 28, 27. Like, he wasn't even playing centre back really. At the same age he was with Colwill, he was playing right back at Stuttgart and Roma. He wasn't even really playing centre back that much.
Hold up, my honestly, my point to Abs was, I think it's unfair that you see this opportunity and he deserves to be crashed, Colwill. But now you're going to the extreme talking about how crap he is, because I just don't think you like the guy. But when you're not, my issue is you're unwilling to see why is he not playing that well. Do you think if you slot him out and bring in another prospect 21-year-old center back who is meant to start at Chelsea and doesn't have the right profile, leadership next to him,
thank you,
the same thing is going to happen? Maybe address the structure around these guys, that why they're not performing. If the structure is right and they're not, then you can move on from there.
No, but the thing is,
it's unreasonable to expect him to not be shaky, to not do what he's doing. Honestly, can we expect better? Absolutely, but there's a bigger issue here, and you guys just want to pick on your agenda.
I have specifically said, I'm not saying this. I do need to clarify something. I understand perfectly how centre back partnerships work. Normally, you have two who complement each other's strengths and weaknesses. What I am saying is, when it comes to Levi Cole, regardless of whether Fofana's there or not, because I know that's who you guys are going to refer to in it. And another thing, if you guys are relying on Fofana to get the best out of Levi Cole, then this whole Cole thing is doomed to fail anyway, because Fofana is not reliable, and we know this. But when it comes to Cole, there's just times where he can't even handle. There's times where there's certain things I just look and I'm like, can you not even handle shit yourself as a centre back? I mean, come on now. Like,
and you can call that out. That's fine. But I think
that's my issue. My issue is, I feel like with Cole, I'm not saying what's it called. I'm not saying you guys are massive Cole fanboys or you don't criticize him. I'm saying as a general consensus from people who are fans of Cole, they love to praise him when he does well, but they make 1,000,001 excuses as to why he's not performing. And personally, from what I've seen, as I was a Cole defender, I actually was like, listen, let's give this guy a chance. Let's see what he's on. But I'm sorry, I've just run out. I can't anymore. I give up on this guy. I'm sorry to say it.
Okay, so you're saying sell him for 50 to 70, whatever million. I wouldn't.
I said if a good offer comes in, I
wouldn't sell him because he's free and we could even keep him as a backup, because we did the same thing with fucking Mark Gahey, where he didn't play a game for us, and then 3 years down the line, now we're like, oh my god, he's starting for England. Oh my god, he had such a decent tournament in England. Maybe we should get him.
Mark Gahey's crap, man.
Shut up.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is I wouldn't sell him because once again he's free. He's fucking free. So if we have a guy who's better than him, he's free. He's still, even if he's backup, he would still be an amazing backup left-sided center back, an amazing one, even as a backup, because he's fucking free. He's free.
I hear what Ab's saying about Levi Colwill, though. Like,
he just needs to be depth.
Yeah.
It just needs to be depth.
That's why I wouldn't sell him, because he's free. He can be amazing depth.
But that's the like.
Yeah, amazing is stretching it. I hear you.
That's the issue that I've had from the beginning with these guys, where like, if we're going to keep Fofana now after injuries and Colwill, both of them guys need to be depth pieces. Or you can start one of them, maybe. You can't start both of them. One of them or both of them need to be depth pieces. Like, ideally, you have two centre-backs starting, or at least one that is the leader in that backline that will play. Who's background noise? That who like
who's in the shower?
We need someone who like is going to be experienced that will play 3,000 to 4,000 minutes in a season. Or like 3,500 to 4,000 minutes in a league season. Because I went back and looked, and that's what, like, even under Sarri, for example, that's what we had Luis doing. Luis played something like 3,800 minutes or something like that in the league season under Sarri. Like, that's what we need. We need people like that playing. And then what you can do is from time to time, it's like, okay, you can bring in a Colwill potentially to start. Or you can bring Fofana to start. And it's fine because they got that guy next to him who's always in the starting lineup. Always. It shouldn't be
But the
Colwill.
problem is, right now, when you look at the football landscape, yeah, what centre back? I think we're just lacking players with leadership and that can come in and step up.
No, you're not.
You can get Gahey for 40
Everyone,
million.
do you know why you're not, by the way? Do you know why you're not? Yeah. Everyone talks about Kubasi, the 17-year-old starting for Barca. People forget he starts next to a 32-year-old every week in Inigo Martinez, who can help him through his mistakes.
Yeah, but what can we get on Inigo Martinez?
You can go and find Inigo Martinez left on a free, by the way. He left Athletic Bilbao on a free.
I'm like Steve, and I watch a lot of football. I can't think of any.
Okay, hang on. So Rodrigo, where did Van Dijk come from? Before he played for Southampton, by the way. Do you know where he came from?
He played for Celtic.
Yeah, cool. There you go. There was one that came through. There was an unknown. Gabriel came from Lille. Libra came from France, came from Saint Etienne. Like, this idea that you can't find players that these guys don't exist is bullshit. If they don't exist, you're not looking hard enough.
The age group that we're looking for, the leadership that we want, is hard.
No, it's not. Every other club manages to do it but us.
Also, Mark Gay, he's only like 24.
No, Mark Gay is crap, man. Please don't bring me that name, man. Please.
Mark Gay is actually what we do.
It's okay, Rodrigo.
No. Mark Gay is absolutely crap.
You know what it is? I'll be honest. If you listen, because it seems like some people, without trying to make it about Cole again, if you want to make this Cole thing work, then the next centre back we have to sign, as much as Gay, he is a good centre back, he can't be the one we sign, because what we need is someone who is aggressive, good at defending wide areas, and good area. I know Gay, he is decent aerially for his height, but we need someone better aerially. That's why I think at least. Also, we need someone who's a threat from set pieces, because
could get Romero from fucking Spurs.
I love Romero, but that's never going to happen. Come on,
that's not the centre back Spurs we should be signing. Actually, everyone's injury prone. That's fucked.
Oh yeah.
Listen, they're both good. They're both good centre backs, but as I said, it's not about so much. It's about the boxes they tick. Can you defend wide areas? Are you quick? Because we have too many slow coaches at the back. Too many of them are slow coaches.
True.
So we need someone with pace and aggression as well as leadership.
True.
Technically,
I mean, the kid that we signed from Strasbourg is quite good.
Oh, numbers you
saw. He doesn't tick the leadership box.
Can I ask a question? You mean the guy who's 6'4" with 50% aerial win rate?
Look again, watching football with an Excel spreadsheet.
No, I'm just asking. They're talking about data, and we're talking about good in the air. He wins 50% of his duels.
No. But in terms of aggression on the ball.
What, you mean the 19-year-old we just signed? Fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right. That fixes the issue.
If anything,
that fixes the issue.
That's why I like Achampong, because Achampong seems like someone who can do.
I agree.
When we're signing guys like Sarr, that's why I hear the Achampong thing, because like if you're just going to sign these dudes like Sarr and Anselmino and Hussein and these man, just fucking play Achampong. He's a year younger. He has nearly the same experience. Like, just play him.
Also,
makes more sense.
Jesus, when is Scott turn into this?
Josh has all. You know what, Josh? Josh has all the attributes you need that you would require from a modern centre back. He's tall. He's quick. He's good in the air. He's a good ball carrier.
He's not strong enough.
That's the only thing. Maybe not. Maybe he definitely needs to improve his physicality, but that's about it. Other than that, everything else he's got it in the bag.
Okay, Abs, I have a question for you. So let's say we have 80 million, right? And we spend 40 on Gehi because he only has a year left.
God, why you keep
and then
bringing this
and then No, and then we also get an aggressive center back. Let's just say a bit more like a Hoyson or someone. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, get these two. So then, like Scott was saying, Colwill and Fofana become the backups of these two.
Hoyson is not aggressive. Zabani is.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, sorry. I know, but the Hoyson, sorry, Zabani even. But I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying. I want the experience that Gehi gives me, and I agree we need an aggressive center back. So that's why Fofana and Colwill become backups for them.
For me, I think Colwill is better than
personally, with Fofana, I'll be honest with you. I know a lot of people like him, but with the way that we've been with injuries, I've washed my hands off that Fofana guy. So for me, he doesn't.
But again, like
he doesn't count.
It's just the same issue we keep coming back to. Like the issue is not the talent level of some of these young guys we're signing. Like ultimately, Sarr could be great, right? Just taking him as an example. He doesn't fix any of the issues we're facing because he's not experienced. He doesn't bring leadership, and as I've already told you, he doesn't really win that many aerial duels. So he's not fixing. Like he fixes the height issue, but his height doesn't matter because he doesn't win that much in the air. So like. It means nothing really. He doesn't fix anything. Same with Anselmino. Doesn't really fix anything right now.
Physical.
Cool. We've got physical centre backs. Our issue is not. Our issue in the back is not physicality. Our issue is recovery, but when we're playing a high line, and aerially and leadership. Those are the three issues we're facing in that back line right now. And what I'm saying is like that's where someone like a Gehi. Right now, of all the ones we've been linked with, he's the one that ticks most of the boxes. Only when he doesn't tick is aerially. Everything else he ticks. Everything else.
With Gehi, I don't know. I'll be honest.
I don't know, man.
The Gehi, I get what you're saying, but personally, I don't know because the problem is the centre back market is smelly.
It's not great aerially.
Anderson was.
He of the ones we're linked with, he ticks the most boxes, and this comes back to the problem of who we're linked with. The ones we're linked with stink.
The only issue with that is he's not really that good at defending wide areas. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
he's good. He's another one. This is the problem. Too many of the centre backs we've got, and this is where
centre back, the all CCBs.
No, most of them are the only ones, should I say, who really fit the bill of they can play left centre back or right centre back are Badiashile and Fofana. But Badiashile
and Chalobozo.
No.
Chalobah as well, yeah. Yeah, you're right about Chalobah.
Are you talking in our squad or in general?
No, in our squad. The problem is that Benoit is he's a massive donor at times. Fofana is not reliable. He's not someone that we can rely upon. And Chalobah, listen, I love Trevor, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, sell that guy, man. I don't know what we recalled him. You know what?
He's better than who we had. Because he's better than him.
Yeah, fair. To be fair, you have a point.
To be honest, Trevor's probably one of the last centre backs I would sell because there's a lot more who are worse than him.
I'd sell every. I've already said he would probably he'd probably go to the bottom of the list for me to sell. I'll be honest, of every centre back we have.
Do you know what's funny? If you look, if you
Bundesliga heavyweight club wants Disasi too, apparently.
That's cool, not a problem. But if you look at what's it called, if you look at our centre backs. If everyone is on top form, if all our centre backs are on top form, then Trev is the second best one. The best one is Fofana, then it's Trev. He's clear
for the others. Brentford? What's that?
Which one?
The English centre back?
Which one?
Nathan Collins.
Nathan Collins. He's not English.
That's my guy.
No, he's not
English. Irish, but he's class.
Oh,
I love Nathan Collins.
Oh, he's good. He's good. I love that guy. He reminds me so much of Gary Cahill.
Also, people saying Murillo, then we go with the whole physicality. He runs 5'11" and just got dunked on.
Murillo's interesting.
What's your name? David? What's your name? Huh?
CP.
CP, my guy. That's the best thing you said all night. Do not bring Murillo to my football.
Thank you very much.
He's an interesting one because he's one I keep like going in like like flip flopping with, for lack of a better term. Because it's like when we first got linked with him, I did not rate him. I thought he was just another one with a bozo gene. But I saw him against Newcastle, even though they lost that game 3-2, it was like, even though he's short, he's got a leap on him. So like aerially, I'm not worried about that. He's got the physicality and the aggressiveness to play as a wide centre back. I just worry whether at times he's too aggressive. Like he's got the Kukurea thing where he's too aggressive.
Him as a left
but like,
straight up left back.
No, I would not. But like, I'm just like I'm really unsure with him. Like I don't.
What about Milinkovic?
He also extended his contract, so he's least likely anyway. To be fair.
No, Milinkovic.
CB partner.
Milinkovic is good. To be honest, this is another thing. Please don't bring Murillo. Murillo's a good centre back, but I don't need. Listen, as someone who's not, don't bring any short centre backs, please. We need height.
No.
The issue with Milinkovic I have is the same issue with Disasi. Of like, I don't know, because he's playing in a Forest team under Nuno.
In a low block,
Like I don't know whether he translates to a high line and whatnot. The one shout I actually love, and people hate, and I saw someone say it was Moise Bombito. Like I love that shout just because of like Moise Bombito. He plays for Nice. He's a Canadian. He used to play in MLS. He's been for Nice for like 6 months. Like, he's 6'3" and he's rapid. Like he was one of the fastest centre backs in world football last year.
Yeah, he's like a right-sided Wonderman. No, he's like a right-sided Wonderman. He's so fucking rapid in Canada.
Yeah, just
and he's good in the air, but like I understand why people would say no, and even I'm like hesitant because like he's literally been in Nice for like 6 months, if that.
Just bring me Schlotterbeck, man. That guy's very good. He's a very good centre back.
Oh yeah, that's a shout.
I don't mind Nathan Collins as a squad option, but as a starter, not really. Also, yes, the whole ball playing centre back nonsense.
And also, I want centre backs that can win headers in the box. We waste.
That's why I was a bit iffy about Gehi.
Yeah,
That's Lewis. That's why I'm not saying we should sign Gehi. I don't want Gehi.
The problem is this does come back to what
bozo people always bring at Diamante. That's another bozo.
And it's enough because I've heard people. Like, I've heard someone try to say that they wanted to bring what's my man's name, Carl Walker-Peters as a fullback option. Why?
Oh fuck off!
Oh fuck off! Nope. We've been trying to get Carl Walker-Peters over the line for about 3 years.
Also,
no. Listen. Like the problem is this is another thing. Like the biggest issue in this current Chelsea team is a lack of physicality, and Carl Walker-Peters does not solve that.
You know what we're gonna bring up? We're gonna bring Howard Bellis because Joe Shield.
I'll be real. Howard Bellis. There are things to like about him, but he's not ready to make that jump yet. But like, I'll be real. There's
another CCB, and there's another CCB.
That's fine. I'm fine with getting a central centre back. If that would mean Colwill drops the bench, I'm fine with that. Like, we got bigger issues. I'll be real. We've got a much bigger issue in the physicality.
Because we've got enough guys who play centre back. We need to find someone who can play right or left centre back. Someone who can actually defend wide areas.
Okay, so
because
there's one other guy I would take, but apparently he's been injury prone. I just want to double check before I say his name and see if that is the case. He doesn't really fix the age thing because he's young, but from everything I've heard, he's been great. He was great at his previous club. Let me check his injury history.
Also, before I head out,
why are you talking about centre backs? We got Chalobah. You wanted Chalobah, right? We got Chalobah. Like, why are you talking about this?
The other centre back I take, he's injured at the moment, but his injury history isn't bad. Is okay.
Are you sure you're going to take a centre back, pals?
Yes.
Okay. How many will you take?
2.
Right. Big ones. So yeah, you can take them. No problem.
Pause.
Bloody hell, mate.
Yeah, I'd take Luke Haber and Bissek as well. Luke Haber and Bissek for me just fixes so many issues in his back line. Doesn't fix the experience, which like we're never gonna fix because he's fucking sporting directors are bozos. But
so, might actually happen.
Aerially, recovery pace, defending wide areas, especially with Luke Haber. And I think Bissek as well, he plays right centre back, I think, at Inter. So like
I thought he was more left-sided. Might be bugging.
He plays at wide centre back. I thought they played
what?
De Vrij in the middle.
Sure.
Or De Vrij on the left, I thought. Because DeMarco sometimes play left
check the
centre back as
lineup.
well.
So, didn't start in the last game. Sparta Prague. Didn't start that one either. Empoli.
Great.
Didn't start, huh? Is he injured or something?
Fuck knows. What's his name?
Yeah, he might be injured. He might be
Great.
injured. I'm not seeing him in any lineups.
Oh, it's Jan. Whoops.
Yeah, not
check.
seeing him in.
Yeah.
Oh, right side of centre back against AC Milan.
What
Yeah,
about
he's got an injury at the
We've got Axel, we've got Chalobah. I mean, I heard you guys were happy with these players, right? What happened?
No, we're not happy.
With Achimpong.
Achimpong, yeah, you
Achimpong's
were
had a
like,
few good
oh,
starts. No
give
one
him
was
a
saying anything too crazy about it.
Mm-hmm. But people did ask you if you want Chalobah or not. You said, yeah, we want Chalobah. And you got
Yeah.
Chalobah.
I said I want
and we're
Chalobah
having
over
this-
some of the
Still
guys
need
we were
And we're
Still
having
need
Disasi leave class ref, so I'm getting all the things I want. I'm having Disasi leave class ref, so happy about that too.
Oh yeah, Disasi's leaving. Thank fucking Christ. Well, loan.
I know,
Yeah.
but we can hope.
You ain't
Maybe
got
Wolves
him.
got more
want to buy.
Why would you wish somebody, one of your players, to leave on less money? Because we are a Chelsea fan base, and it's more about inclusivity, right? So, for example, in 2021, when Chelsea was on top of our fan channels, right, we were talking about Pulisic, we were talking about Tammy Abraham, we were talking about everyone, and we had inclusivity on the panel. And there was Jester, there was Johnny, and we were talking about every single player. We were backing them, right? And
No, we
it
weren't.
ended
We
up
wanted Tammy
everybody.
Abraham to
Wait. We literally won the Champions League, and we sold everyone on the higher prices. Werner went for 30 million, Kai Havertz went for 60, and then the Mason Mount went for 60. Pulisic went for 40. Or Tammy Abraham went for 40. So just have more inclusivity. I don't understand. You come on this panel, you just talk one narrative, and then you kind of like discourage other players. The reason sporting director do sign these players is so fanbase can have something to talk about, and we can increase the value of players. We have two English centre backs. We have Chalobah, we have Achimpong, we have Colwill, and we have Fofana, Disasi, and Badishili. We can have five people on the panel, talking about each of our strong points, and that's how we can increase the price and we can better our team. I don't know what's this about, like just grabbing one person and just talking rubbish about that person. I mean, how are you going to increase somebody's value,
Yes,
and how are you going to help your team?
Because Wolves are listening to Carefree Lewis and are like, oh, CP is bashing Disasi, so we're going to bid only 25 instead of 30 million. Yes, that's exactly how this world works. Thank you. I don't know how
That's
so
how
much
social
power.
media works. Social media only increases when everybody has inclusivity. Everybody can talk about somebody. We cannot just be restricted to one point of view. That's not how we're going to work out, is it? So you did want to Chalobah. I remember. I remember we might even not sign Garnacho. I remember, that guy. I had a really hard time with. What's his name? Latimus Prime. Yeah, and he was comparing Garnacho to some Mo Salah, and then we had links with Garnacho now, and he's not defending him.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. He was. I've got clips. I've got
No,
clips.
he wasn't.
I've
No, he
got clips.
wasn't.
I've got
Stop
proof.
talking
Send
shit.
me those
No, he
clips.
wasn't. Stop
I
talking
want
shit.
those clips. I want
If
those
people
clips.
don't
Send
respect
that
their
to
own
me now, brother.
opinions,
Please.
then
I need that clip.
Lewis, if people don't respect their own opinions, they don't defend it. They just back out. I remember
Prime,
him.
there's room. Come defend your honor, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, there's no wrong in defending. Bring up your opinions. There was a guy who was saying Osimhen is not better than Jackson, and now he's saying, oh, Jackson is better, and he just doesn't defend. They just back out. So what narrative do you want? Do you want directors and club to bring on this panel? Nobody's growing. Nothing is happening. Nobody's backing their points. Everybody's switching within 1 week, 2 weeks. Oh, so I can get some airtime. I can be organic. Or I can, yeah, just for airtime. How about being organic? And listen, the reason sporting directors are sporting director because they want to increase value of the club, of the team, and they also want to help the team. How about if we had conversation regarding Disasi, Barishili, Fofana versus Colwill, Achapong, and Chalaba, 50-50. They are listen.
Leon, ask me next time before sending the link out, please.
50-50. I mean, do it. I mean, be respectful. What are you
had a
saying?
conversation about selling Colwill. I had it with Abs about 20 minutes ago. Sorry if you're late, but we literally talked about if we want to sell him because he's not been good enough for this club. So
Yeah. You know what? I lost it. Hop back in 20 minutes. I'm trying to get Prime in. Bless up, brother. Big up, man.
So Klazraf, that was one English player we talked about wanting out. Now I'm talking about a French player we want out. So
Listen, I know, CP, your narrative. Just stick to that narrative.
Yeah, and my narrative is I rated Colwill higher than Disasi, and that's why I'm happy with Disasi getting loaned and bought, hopefully.
Good fucking riddance to shit.
And where are the people who's supposed to defend Disasi and the other people the other
No
way
one else
around?
No one defends Disasi because he's not good enough. He's shown that this
That's all it
season.
is.
Because we are not able to track them, right? There are French channels, right? There are German channels, and people have come to these channels because we were talking about Pulisic. When we had American audience, we were talking about Pulisic, and that's why they came here and they stick here. We had German people coming here for Werner, so just don't be one-dimensional. That's just my point. I mean, Disasi wouldn't mind going to Aston Villa or some other club, right? At least be respectful. Like, don't lower their value because you're so inclined towards your. I mean,
If I had the power to lower people's value of what they're worth, then fucking hell, I'm the king of the world. So no, thank you. I don't think I have that much power, but thank you, Klausner, for thinking I'm a king or something.
Nice. Obviously, when you put your point of view out there, they are respected. You're on a channel which is respected.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Chelsea
Aston
fan
Villa sporting
base.
directors are like CP from Luce's stream.
So,
So
listen,
not good. So I'm
what?
gonna fucking lower the bid.
What?
No offense, Lewis. I just don't think I'm big enough to get Villa's attention.
None taken.
When you put your point out here, a lot of people are watching. A lot of
Prime, I sent you the link,
people-
bro. You got to answer for these crimes.
These supposed crimes.
Alleged crimes, yeah.
Allegedly.
Hey, Garnacho to Salah is crazy work. That's crazy work.
A lot of people have taken L's. I've taken L's. A lot of proper, content creators have taken L. They move on. They don't stick to their traumas. What we're doing right now is Daniel and Alex are stick to their traumas because their players got sold in 2021, 2022. I could have taken a trauma of Timo Werner and I wouldn't have turned up.
Where's Rodrigo?
People just take trauma and take it out wrongly on other stuff. You've got trauma. Oh, Pulisic got sold out, and you're gonna make your team worse. That's not the right way to go. Control your traumas and go to the next narrative. Increase the values of players. If I was talking against Mason Mount, I knew there was a guy who was defending him. There was a value of him. If Lewis was talking rubbish about Pochettino, he knew he has a value at America. I mean, we're not being negative to you. We're not really. If we talk rubbish about some player, he's not going to be sold for zero. He's not going to be sold for zero. Gallagher was talked negative and he had a positive value. And he got sold for 40, 50 million. I mean, if I was off. Sorry?
What we say doesn't make any difference in terms of transfer.
Are you sure?
It doesn't.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
It
we
doesn't
ain't
make
got
a difference.
like that.
What do you want right now?
What do I want? A striker? What's his name? Sanchez to get dropped?
From your heart, right? When you said you want Chalobah from your heart, and everybody was saying, "Oh, that's not possible from Crystal Palace," it was made possible for you, right? If there was,
that's for the right.
Latimer's Prime does speak a lot. Latimer's Prime does speak a lot of rubbish, right? But when he did compare Garnacho with what you call Mo Salah. There was when somebody is listen, when you speak with your heart, somebody would listen to it. Somebody would.
If you're going to chat shit, like, you have to be more convincing, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Sanchez,
just
right?
waiting for Prime to come and either confirm these allegations or speak against them.
I can spoil Lewis. I do enough streams with Prime, unless he said it on like.
Why would
unless
we
he did it on a
be
different
linked with
stream.
Garnacho
He's
then?
never said this since we've been linked with Garnacho. He's never compared Garnacho.
That's the thing. I find it hard to
Salah,
believe,
ever.
but like, I don't know. I wouldn't have Klasref down as a liar.
I would.
For what?
No, fair enough.
Right.
Oh yeah, no worries, Prime. We'll give you a minute, mate. No worries, no worries.
Bro, this guy's inhaling drugs through his asshole. He's definitely lying.
Oh brother. Oh brother.
Bro, what are you talking about? Is it a skin of my? Is it a color? Is it a belly underbelly thing? Is it a color of my skin?
You're doing the Sol Campbell now. Oh bro.
Bro, like no. I mean, this. Listen, people. This would grow if we talk about English. Listen, if we talk about English centre backs and French centre back, this channel will blow up. The reason Arsenal channel blow up because they had they understood their sensibilities. Like, or if we tackle those sensibility, I want 50-50. I'm not trying to help Disasi or Barashili. I'm not trying to help Colwill or someone. I'm just trying to encourage more people to join us.
Don't know what the fucking point is.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, because you have a trauma of some player, yeah, and you think, oh, because sporting director sold that person, you have that trauma left in you, and you can't move out of it.
Who's that person?
There's I can tell you now, there is not a single player that these sporting directors have sold that I've given a shit about. Hope this helps.
Yeah.
I think the closest one is Pulisic. The closest
No,
one.
I didn't give a shit. Oh, what for you? Yeah, I didn't
really.
shit when he got sold.
Oh, you.
But it was never going to work at
it's
Chelsea.
really
Like, Pulisic always needed to start out somewhere new because, like, we
he-
all know
hello.
that, like, he's. But yeah, it never worked. Yeah, go on, Prime.
No, Prime. Apparently, you compared Garnacho to Mo Salah.
Lol.
What? First of all, will I be allowed to actually speak without being interrupted by
Probably not.
the panel or mainly
Yes,
Class?
yes.
We'll try.
I'll go on mute. I'll go on mute.
Yeah.
No, I mean mainly it's Class I'm talking about. Cool. First of all, I've been listening for like a long while. Maybe it's been an hour or more. Rodrigo, the fact that you want the worst Nigerian striker in Awani is crazy. But whatever. Garnacho is equal to Mo Salah, or I think Garnacho can be more Salah. Is that what Class said? I said.
You said you were comparing the
That's
two,
what
and then
that's what on the internet is. That's what you meant
cool.
it.
Class ref. When did I say that? Class ref.
I gotta leave. I gotta leave. I'm not gonna do the details. I gotta leave because there's no point of having this conversation because now you're being judgmental. You're actually you're gonna have a conversation right now, right? You're gonna have a conversation. It's gonna be a conversation which is pre-planned, right? And I don't respect that. When you're high on drugs and when you're saying your heart out, then that's the one I'm gonna notice. The other ones I don't care about it. Really, that's how I work. That's how other people work.
Can I?
You're
No,
such a
Scott, don't speak. It's fine. So the Garnacho and Salah stuff. You guys know me. I'm not stupid. I'm not that stupid.
Prime,
mute him. Thank you. Listen, I can troll sometimes. Whatever, it is what it is. But like, I'm not gonna say Garnacho and Salah is comparable. I've never listen. I'm a guy of chaos. I've never said that about Garnacho. Never said that. I'm not. There's no way I said that. I'm not stupid. Now, I know what class ref is. So maybe another black guy said it because we all look alike. So maybe that's the comparison he's going with.
Yeah,
But
and listen,
in terms of
yeah,
Muta,
and you keep on saying Paul Stanley and Louis Steve. Listen, you keep on talking about that.
I'm not
Yeah,
done.
you keep on talking about Disasi and
Lewis,
Badashvili.
I'm not
I'm
done.
gonna tell you, you're the one who's like that
Wait,
because Disasi is a sector player. Badashvili is a sector player.
Clash ref. He's got to land. He's got to land this point.
No,
So go on, Prime.
no, it's not about landing. Just mute him when I'm speaking.
Yeah, go
Now,
for it. Go for it.
maybe another black person said it. That's fair enough. It is what it is. But in terms of me, that's not something that I stand for or I advocate for. Garnacho being like Salah. I think that is
slanderous.
No. To be respectful, I think that's a bit crazy to say. Now, if that's something that Class Ref believes in or whatever, then whatever, that's fine. But I think it's weird that Class Ref rely on me when you guys know this. Whenever Class Ref is on stream, I'm actually someone who actually defends the guy. I say that he should land. I say that you guys should let him speak and let him get his thoughts out. But whenever I try and defend Class Ref always wants to come and target me. Now, to quote Sol Campbell, is it actually a color thing? Maybe it is. I know what Class Ref is, by the way. The same way I knew what Johnny
Stick to
Minnels was.
Garnacho. Tell us, you want Garnacho or not?
You just mute him. Thank you. The same way I knew what Minerals was, and people didn't want to listen. Lewis didn't want to listen. I know what Class Ref is, but we'll expose Class Ref. Don't worry. By the summer, we'll expose. We exposed Johnny Minerals last summer. This summer, we'll expose Class Ref for what he is. It's fine. But do I want Garnacho at Chelsea?
Do it
No.
quicker. I
Do
mean,
I
you're
think he's a
fucking
most salary
boring.
regen?
That's what you are. I mean, sometimes I feel sorry for you, and then I'm like, okay, whatever he says, we're gonna make it possible. You fucked up the Olmo thing, right? Then you came up here, you said, oh, I actually talked rubbish about you, and then I felt sorry for you, and because I felt sorry for you, I did the Garnacho thing, and now you're saying, oh, I didn't claim that. Oh, Garnacho is no. Okay, if you don't want Garnacho, then fuck it. Nobody wants Garnacho then.
Well done.
Okay.
You figured it out.
Anyways, to finish with what I was saying, you're talking about the Olmo stuff. You were the one that wanted Olmo in the summer. I hadn't watched Olmo until what he did at the Euros. I never came on this stream talking about Olmo, advocating for Olmo, nor did I slander Olmo because I don't care. Clash Ref was the one that's speaking so heavily on Olmo and like, wait until the end of the Euros, I'll be back, and that we're gonna sign Olmo and all this stuff, yada yada yada. So again, for someone who defends Clash Ref, listen, I'll be honest, defending Clash Ref is probably worse than saying Garnacho can be like.
It's not about me and you. Just stick to your point of views.
Wait. You gotta land.
Now, if that's the only crime I've committed by defending Clash Ref, because I believe that is worse than saying
that is a crime.
That's worse than saying Garnacho can be like Sal. No. Again, that's fine. Lock me up, throw away the key. This is what I did. That's the only crime I'm guilty of committing. But again, last stream, Clash Ref was on here. I remember I came on and said, Clash Ref, I'm done defending you. And now, lo and behold, Clash Ref is back and accusing allegations. But to Crows. To end this,
yeah. Listen. The guy, listen. Before the Olmo thing, right? Olmo was not rated. Olmo was not rated at all. He wasn't rated at all. I remember Scott saying Olmo is bozo. I said everyone in German Bundesliga, everyone in Spanish La Liga said Olmo is boring. Olmo is boring. Olmo is dead. Everybody said that.
Don't lie on my name.
Olmo had no respect. Olmo had no respect.
Don't worry. It's cool. You wanna accuse me?
He went to Barcelona. He did his thing.
You wanna accuse me of all allegations? Garnacho is up with Salah, whatever. It is what it is. I'm one of the, like, when I see the way this fan base is falling for the Garnacho stuff because he runs around and all the passion, I won't fall for it. I didn't fall for the Mountain stuff. The Mountain gimmick didn't trick me. The Havertz gimmick didn't trick me. The Colwill gimmick doesn't trick me. The Chalaba gimmick doesn't trick me. These P&P passing merchants don't trick me. So for me to think Garnacho is like Salah. Again, I think it's crazy, but of course you will say I'm the one that said it. He won't attack Lewis, who's also black, because Lewis runs this channel. But he'll attack me. It is what it is. It is a color thing. Sol Campbell was right. Class Rep, you will be exposed this summer for what you are, just like we exposed Minerals last summer. You will be exposed. You will be exposed. But it's fine. Continue. You can rebuttal by saying about Olmo and I rate Garnacho. Next, you're gonna say that I rate Rasmus Højlund and I think he's better than Haaland. You're gonna say some bullshit. Whatever. Keep talking, Class Rep. We all know what you are. You won't come on here. You won't even come on here. You won't even come on here and show your face. We know what you are, Class Rep. You're a Timo Werner star. We know what you are. We know what you are.
Class Rep, out of interest, do you rate? What do you think of Rasmus Højlund?
Crickets. You won't
I
say
think
anything.
we're just talking nonsense right now. It's just a nonsense subject.
Right.
I'm not gonna be into it. Like,
We do.
what are you talking about now? Rasmus Højlund. Like, what are you talking about?
Class Rep, turn your camera on.
I'm
Who are
just
you?
asking a question. I want your
Who are
opinion.
you? No, Scott. We don't care about that question. Turn your camera on, Class Rep. Who are you? Who are you? Are you a man or a mouse? Are you a pussy or a dog? Turn your camera on.
Sorry.
Because remember, I'm someone who
I'm
defends you.
feeling sorry for you.
I'm
I
someone who
actually felt
defends
sorry for you, and then
I'm
I'm not feeling. You can't take banner, right?
Oh, so
You're
me?
not
So
productive
you are
enough. You can't talk
You are
about football.
bantering.
I don't know what you're doing
when
right
you
now.
said you are bantering when you
I
accuse me of
said
saying
if
Garnacho.
you rate Garnacho, then defend
I
it.
don't rate Garnacho. I don't rate
That's
Garnacho.
right, Garnacho. That's
Don't
the
rate
fucking
Garnacho.
point.
Right?
Don't rate.
Maybe it was another guy. Maybe it was a
Yeah,
younger
no, it
kid.
was another
Right?
black guy. It wasn't. Again, we know what
Okay,
you
it
are.
was another
We
black
know
guy.
what you
Yeah,
are.
yeah, yeah.
We
Okay,
know what
okay,
you.
okay.
Oh, you're admitting it. That's
Right,
good.
right,
'Cause we
right,
know.
right.
Hey, you see what happens when you press these people. You see what happens. We know what you are. We know what you are.
Oh,
Class
brother.
Rep. We know what you are. We know what you are. Class Rep from Austria. We know what you are.
You know what? With that in mind, shout out to TM saying, I also want to know if both Felix and Nkunku leave this winter, who's going to be Palmer's backup? KDH. My
Who?
Dewsbury Hall, mate. KDB.
Oh, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go, man.
But also about
I,
Class Rep.
I
find it weird
think
that
it's about
he
making.
doesn't.
Listen. This sports is also about
Hey,
making
Class
money.
Rep talking over a black guy. You know
I
what
think
he is.
for me, I think Malik Fofana as a left wing back is better than the guy we're linked with from Rangers. I think Malik Fofana is way
Malik
better than
Fofana
that,
as a
right?
wing back.
And on the right side, I've been watching Father. Father been talking big about like football, Chelsea, and I think he's from Indonesia, right? I think Iliano Reinders on a right back because we do need a cover for Gutso because Reece James might be injury prone. I think Iliano Reinders, the brother of the other guy, I think he would be
Tiani Reinders,
perfect
yeah.
for us because I've seen Maresca. Maresca doesn't like to have a midfield players, right? He likes to have his left back and right back just stay back. He doesn't like them to run around, right? I think Ilana Reinders is someone who stays at the back. He would be really good for us, and it is Indonesian. Indonesians have used market. He plays for
Class Rep. Why don't you
12
want a
at
black
12.
center back though? Why don't you want a black center back? Class Rep.
Sorry?
Interesting. You know what you are. You know what you are.
All right, a shout out to Ian saying, God, if they sell Felix, Sevilla, fuck these sporting directors, just strengthening a top 4 rival. Disasi, I don't mind, he's shit. Can't let Nkunku go as well. Quietly, Disasi's doing the same thing. But Felix, I don't mind if Duran is coming the other way. If he isn't, what the fuck is the fucking point?
No, Duran or Rodgers. Rodgers is another one. Like, if they're willing to give up one of the two, then I'll take either one of them.
I think Maresca doesn't like to play with the midfielders. Listen, Scott, I would be there for you if we have Andre Santos and Ugochukwu in the midfield as 6, but not with Maresca. Maresca is useless as a midfielder. I don't know what he does. I would prefer Maresca to be sacked right now and get Eddie Hooter, who loves to play with 2 6s, or someone like Marco Rose, who loves to play. Listen. Then I wouldn't mind having Andre Santos and Ugochukwu as 2 6s. I mean, they can back each other off. I mean, seriously, like Enzo Maresca's system is just, I don't know what he's doing with us, right? It's not about directors are Vin Stanley. I have an issue with him and with Ben Roberts, and I don't know what the fuck they are doing with the keeper thing, that they might be repressive, conservative homosexuals. I don't know. But listen, that guy Sanchez should not be playing
It's
for
so
us.
funny. It's so funny that you're caught. Never mind. Let
That
me not
guy's.
even-
Does he want to land? Or where do you want to land, bro? Like, go land in fucking gym.
Right, so shout out to Ian saying if Villa want Felix and Disasi give us Duran, and I'm happy, then pressure really is on Jackson, and he needs it as he is way too comfortable at the moment. See, Duran coming in, or Morgan Rogers, I do hear that one. That would be fine because we do need that second striker, but.
Listen, when I see
some in the nose out there saying there's a chance Duran might pull up in the next few days.
Win Stanley is an idiot. He doesn't know much, right? He doesn't know much about football. I don't know why he's there, right? He should be a video analyst or a scout. He doesn't make any sense. He's very conservative. He doesn't get it. Sanchez and Maresca and this Vin Stanley guy, they are useless, and there should never be two sporting directors. Sporting director should be number one, only one. And what Stuart has done with Leipzig and Salzburg, what he has done with Monaco, is unbelievable, right? Right now, Salzburg is struggling. Leipzig have new, what you call, sporting director. They would love to have him back. And this guy needs to have his own space, because two people as a sporting director is a huge issue. And when Stanley is just fucking so conservative, well, he's a narrative stealer. Remember when I said Sanchez is a problem during Silva, Barishili, Disasi in 2022, 2023? I said Sanchez is a problem. Nobody believed me. I said he's a problem. And now everybody knows it, and they steal the narrative. Vin Stanley is that guy. He steals people's narrative. He doesn't have anything organic, original to contribute. The Sanchez, he sleeps with Ben Roberts. Ben Robert is the other guy who sleeps with Sanchez, and with Vin Stanley. These people need to go from our club. I don't know. The time is ticking. The time is ticking. The keeper has made so many mistakes, and this when Stanley keeps on, I got the love you're signing. You didn't got the love you're signing. Shut the fuck up, bro. And people, and then I've got a problem with Joy too, because Joy keeps on saying, why didn't we get the striker? Why didn't we get the striker? And he keeps on, Joy, yeah. He keeps on being angry on everyone else. Why have you not got? If you're angry with, why didn't we got a striker? Because our people were busy with Neto and Felix. So you rate Neto, right? Joy, you rate Neto. So if I am upset because Osimhen didn't get signed, my opposite dislike would be for Neto, because he got signed for Osimhen, and my opposite dislike would be for Felix. But I don't get it. Maybe he's not mad about being Osimhen getting signed. Maybe he's using diversion techniques. So maybe he's a big fan of Enzo. If he's really a fan of, we didn't sign Osimhen, then he should be angry on Felix and Neto, but he isn't. I don't know. What is he angry on? I don't get his narrative. That's the same problem with Minerals. I don't get their Minerals. I don't get his narrative. He hates the club. He hates the club. He hates the club. But he brings all the brown envelopes on his channels, right? He raised Mason Mount. These people are confusing. So obviously, the only guy that club really rates is Lewis. The only guy that the club rates is Lewis, right? Whenever something goes out of his heart, for example, the Chalaba thing, they do it. But obviously, they also want 50-50. Like, have a point of view, talk about everything, right? Don't gangbang, bro. Like, gangbang is not right. It doesn't increase anybody's value.
No to gangbangs, guys. No to gangbangs.
No. people wanna be associated with you, Lewis, right? And it's just about we are waiting for you being at least from 2025 to 2026. You being in a continuation. You're always talking. You're always talking about a lot of things. Your panel is talking a lot about different things. 1 year of continuation. 1 year of continuation of conflict of opinions. And Lewis, you would go far. Lewis, you would go far.
Lewis, half an hour ago, Classref was insulting your channel.
What was I fucking doing?
Crazy work.
I'm not blaming. I'm just 1 year. If Lewis does 1 year of continuation, right, of conflict, he would really be a big thing. Anyways, like it's just people have literally lost their purpose of opinions. If you have one opinion, stick to it.
You need to stop.
No gangbanging.
You need to stop using.
No, gangbanging doesn't do. Nobody favors. It doesn't increase the social media progress. It doesn't. It does.
Class ref.
None of this Bonnie Blue stuff. None of the Lily Phillips shit.
Oh, we brought out Lily Phillips now, yeah.
So he's talking about gangbanging, so it's like,
yeah, my man's talking about gangbanging.
I did like my name was not on that list. So,
I'm glad.
Hey, maybe Classref knows. I mean, who knows? I mean, if I think Garnacho is as good as Salah, maybe you were on the list, Lewis. Who knows?
I was not on no list.
My people have actually found your clip, Prime.
My people, you know. My people.
Yo, Classref representatives have got you, bro.
I would send Lewis next week that clip. You actually.
Classref, do your people wear white hoods by any chance? Just wondering.
Bro, listen. Listen. The reason Matt
got me. Oh fuck.
No, you know what, Classref.
The beautiful game.
Send the clip to Lewis so he can play it. Please. I want to.
Yeah, send me the clip. Well, what we do? I'm just gonna go through the rest of these super. Shout out to Ian. I've got a red.
I can take it, bro. Prime, you can talk rubbish about me. I can take it, bro. That's not important for me.
Pause.
Right, just going on to the next super chat. Big up to Anti Lafleur saying big up Lewis. We got the Derby versus Inter if you want to do a watch along, bro. I did see that. That's the same time as I think what was the late kickoff Saturday? There's a big 6 game on the weekend. I think I'll be live for that anyway. I should be live for that. So yeah, we will do AC Milan Inter, and that will be with what was it? Arsenal City. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So Arsenal City, and we'll do
yeah, that's on Sunday.
The Milan Derby. Forza AC.
Also, Fatter, can I read that Fatter super chat, please?
Yeah, sure. I'll get to that. Classref Australian Chancellor. Steve, shut the fuck up. Go outside. Prime. Nigeria win AFCON. Bookmark it. Osimhen
I've seen what a big market Indonesia is. It's just fucking huge. Huge. Do you see Tottenham Hotspur's son?
I'm trying to get there.
Tottenham Hotspur. If we got Reinders, if we got listen, if we got Reinders from FC Wolf, right, we would go big. We would go big.
Where?
Our stadiums would be full. Reinders, Elano Reinders.
Go back to that Fatter super chat, please.
And he actually suits Maresca's style. He doesn't go ahead. He sticks to his right side. He doesn't go ahead.
That's cool.
He's very balanced footballer.
Right. Okay, go on, Prime.
Stop.
Right.
Stop.
Not Grinder. Fucking Grinder.
Okay. Stop twerking for Nigeria, please.
Because Enzo Maresca style is, he doesn't want.
Also,
listen,
Also, Scott, can I just say, Scott, have you noticed?
Shut the fuck up a second, please.
Hold on, Scott, have you noticed?
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm leaving actually, but anyways, I gotta go, bro.
Right?
I'll see you soon, Class.
Oh, he's leaving.
Bro.
Fine.
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah, hey, Classref has a clan meeting to go to, so it makes sense. Have you noticed the players Classref is mentioning? Yeah. He rates Asians, but the blacks, no, that's bad. Get out of here, man. Racist, man.
No, you say he likes Malik Fofana though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
but
not
you
a
know
wing
what?
back, by the way.
The
He's a
same
left.
way, the same reason he rates Disasi. Do you guys not remember a few streams ago he was saying about Disasi that he should play because of his black whatever?
By the way, who the fuck was that guy he kept talking about? That Reinders guy? Because he's not talking about
Tiani, right?
Tiani.
Oh, he plays for AC Milan.
Tiani's brother, apparently.
Milan
he's
one.
not, he's not talking about Tiani.
The brother.
Yeah, the brother of him.
Right, he plays for Pek Zwolle. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is he in the
but, hey,
division? Because I'm.
but hey, the fact that he said I said Garnacho is like Salah is crazy. Me?
Yeah.
Me?
I've never
No
never
way.
heard you say that, Prime.
Listen, like
I never heard you say that
the
either.
guy who defends him, by the
I
way.
would say
he
Clash
has-
of Enterprise has not sent me the video yet.
And Lewis, the fact that you tried to believe it as well, the shit story, Lewis. No, I
Tried
see
to
your-
believe it. I wanted you to come on here and have your say and defend your honor, mate.
Why couldn't you defend?
I didn't know if it was true or not.
Scott
That's
defended
why I
him.
needed you here.
Bro, no. You knew
Oh,
it.
you didn't know, but is my
Hey, I don't know, man.
is
We know
my-
this guy's a troll. He could have tried to
is
run
my
some.
is my reputation that bad that people would think I'd say that? Really?
As a joke, like I could see you saying it as a joke.
Bro, even as a joke, no. Even as a joke, I'd never say that. Okay.
I'm glad we know now. And
The fact that
but
he
we
says
had
he has a
you on
clip,
here so you
I
could
wa-
have your say.
I want to see.
defend it.
I want to see the clip. I want to see the clip.
So do I, man. If there's a
I
clip
want to
that I
know.
want to see,
I want to know
hopefully
which
it's not AI.
I want us to know which black guys. Maybe it was that Brendan who looks like John Cena. Maybe it was him. Maybe it was another black guy, black Chelsea fan. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe
Big
it
up
was-
to David
maybe it
saying
was-
Felix wouldn't leave if he was given some game time. Felix isn't even necessarily pushing for it. He just wants to stay in England. Like
also-
I think it's only really being pushed because Maresca don't rate him like that.
Also, for the no context fan TV thing that clips all this stuff out, yeah. Tag me on Twitter when you put this up. Thank you. Okay.
Yes, real shit.
This is gonna be
Right, big up to
hilarious.
TM saying, on that note, subscribe everyone. Big facts. Make sure you all have already subbed. If you haven't, you're a gooner. Have shame. And speaking of gooners, big up to Cam saying,
Nah, don't
Klasra,
subscribe.
Family Guy is calling for that voice. Fuck.
Nah,
Is that
don't,
Peter Griffin?
don't subscribe.
That's
Remember, Classic was saying that no one watches Lewis's channel like 45 minutes ago, but now he wants to say that everyone watches Lewis's channel. That's fine. Keep glazing Lewis, man. Classic, keep glazing. It's fine, man.
Yeah, big up to Klasra, man. Big up to Awash as well, my G, saying Garnacho is very direct. Need to understand he just needs someone to develop him. Bless my bro Lewis. Garnacho might be a class signing, to be honest. Awash,
No.
you're my friend, you're my brother. No.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
Respectfully. Absolutely.
You're my guy, and big up to you, bro. Garnacho, like, if he needs someone to develop him, go develop over there.
To be
Go
fair
develop over
to what's his name, Awash, Awash.
Yeah.
To
think
be
he said
fair
his
to
first
him,
name before. I
to
completely
be fair
forgot.
to him, right?
Terrible first names.
To be fair to him, Garnacho is comparable with Salah. So, quotes.
All that, so you just gone and vindicates him right now.
I used the quotes, man. I was trolling before anyone takes that seriously. That was me making a joke out of what Clash said. No one clip it up and try and twist it.
clip
Okay?
Yeah.
No, shut up, Scott. Shut up, Scott.
Off your pop. Big up to Awash saying Artem Dobvik is very underrated. Class player, in my opinion. I was surprised he went to Roma.
He's a good striker.
Really
What's he
surprised that
doing?
was his name.
Dobvik has had one good season, man. He's not that guy. So.
Yeah, what's he
He's
doing
not
this season?
nice.
Let me check his stat. Actually, no, Steve, would you know?
Roma have been asked this season.
Yeah, but since Ranieri came in, they've done all right. Like they're at least half decent. That's about it. But yeah, Dobvik's an interesting
Also,
one.
Cam, shut up. Man.
Yo, big up
Also,
Cam.
A. Soliman says Klasref supports Chelsea. We deserve everything.
No, he doesn't. Did you not hear he said we when he was talking about Leipzig and Salzburg?
True.
Yeah, but he spent time working as a scout for Salzburg, so he's gonna have a soft.
No, I don't care. You're Chelsea or nothing.
Don't we have a
No,
Shamrock?
wait, so, are you saying I'm not Chelsea then?
No, you're
Hey,
Shamrock.
Yeah, you're Shamrock. But you're proper Shamrock.
You're Shamrock Prime.
You're one of them top greens.
Shamrock.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
my
hey,
word.
Rover's born and bred,
Proper
mate.
green, mate.
Rover's born and bred.
Proper Rovers. Top green is hilarious, bro. Fucking hell, what a chaotic stream, man. Yo, big up to every single one of you that's locked in. I'm going to send everyone over to Hassan because I'm about to go live there and I also need to rush and get some groceries. But yeah, big up every single one of you. This stream has been absolutely hilarious. Head over to Don Hassan. Wait, what?
Always a pleasure.
Oh, great to have you on as well, my guy. I appreciate it, man. Big up to all you, man. Hit the like, subscribe. I'm going to send you guys over to Hassan. Everyone just spam. I don't know. Something. You be creative.